me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it, clip it. I have to assume that that's safe, like that's text that's safe, because like YouTube let it slide. I have no idea what that means. I don't I don't read. What is that called? Sanskrit? Doodle
Sanskrit?
art? I don't know. What is it called? I was asking.
I have no idea.
Sanskrit was my guess.
I'm not even looking at it yet. Here, let me. Boop, boop, boop.
Hello,
live chat, don't be a digger.
Everyone. Happy Twisted
Hey, Los
Tuesday.
Federales.
Yes, it's Twisted Tuesday. Twisted Tuesday. So, if possible, you may want to have some twisted jokes ready if you want to do live reads later. Otherwise, I can do that. You've been warned. You always in shock.
I'm sorry, I was translating. I was
That's
translating Los Federales. It's a prayer.
You get on my case when you're like, I'm not ready, and I'm like, well, you could be.
Yes.
So that's why I warned you this time.
So that's what.
So you have the opportunity again. Yours if you want it. That's all I'm saying.
We'll do that now.
You don't have to. You can also refuse it, and I'll do it. You know what I mean? Like it's
okay.
It's the way of the world.
I refuse. You do it.
All right, that's fine.
No, I'm just kidding.
Look, I'm not too picky on which, but pick a lane. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, no, I'm looking him up right now.
Yeah, let's get that set up there on the multi-chat. Sup, YouTube.
Hi, kids.
YouTube, shouldn't we? We were up on YouTube unless if something happened. No, I'm on it live. It's all connected.
Yeah, we're good.
So, Alan is saying "mwahaha," like that's coming up and coming through.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
Alan's here, and he's happy to be here. Like, I don't know why YouTube is an issue for you, but hey, welcome to Rumble. Happy to have all you guys here on YouTube and Rumble. Always great to have you guys going for the show. We have a 3.5 hour show for you. We have a variety of things to talk about. A couple things we didn't get to yesterday. One that's super fun that I want to talk to you about, but one that's very surprising for here in our neck of the woods. It's not horribly recent news, but it's fairly recent news. You may not have heard about it. Who wants to snuggle? I'm cold, says Fallen. It is cold in general, but I don't know.
I know, it's cold.
I don't know that we can get, like, what's the temperature here specifically? You know what? Just to make me a liar, it's not that cold here by comparison. It's 46.
Yeah, it's only 4 degrees, but it sure feels cold in the house. Yeah.
I'm so full of shit. I'm like, yeah, because like it does. Like I feel chilly. I've got a somewhat. I got one of those baseball like long sleeve T-shirts, so it doesn't cover your
Yes.
wrist, but it's just so like I'm chilly, and I was like, yeah, it is feel cold. It does, and I look at 46. I'm like, well, by comparison in this area, it's pretty good. It's warm for me, says Joey. Too warm. Well, I'm sorry it's warm for you. We're doing great. That's a perfect snuggle temp, says Fallen. Well, now you just gotta find a buyer. That's all you got a service you're trying to sell.
Mhm.
You just gotta find someone willing to bite, and there you go. You will have yourself a snuggle. So yeah, we have a story that happens locally. We've got a whole lot of like it's just weird. I noticed before I started the show. It's why I called the show Tues the Sky. Because like everything we have today is like a story involving aircraft, airports. There's just a lot of air there. Like it's all air. I got one local thing that has nothing to do with air travel, facilitating air travel, or modes of air travel, and it has zero to do with air. And it's just that's it. So I'm like, we gotta get that out of the way first. I feel like otherwise it's this weird fucking ugly duckling in the middle of the bunch. You know what I mean? Like, what are we going to cut to that? So you either have to do it first or last, and I kind of think a lot of people want to do it first. I don't think a lot of people are going to want to wait on it. Airtight, too, says Alan. How about that full moon last night? It was pretty. Spoiler alert, I didn't get to see it. I didn't see any.
Yep.
I didn't
No.
see any interesting
Yeah.
blood moon.
Overcast.
I was promised a blood moon, and I was expecting there to be like a super dark red tint to the sky and witches and vampires flying around. None of that happened. Alan, I seen it. Oh.
Yeah, no, I never get to see the fun stuff in the sky. It's always overcast.
Fire the flesh missiles slime class. Right in front of the house. Well, that's nice. That's nice. I myself did not get to see it. I had other things going on. I didn't have really a good view. So it lasted for 2 hours. Wow.
Cool.
I don't mean to be a dick, but that's for a blood moon, like a celestial body floating in space, that seems kind of lame, right? Like, shouldn't you have more staying power than that? So it only turned red for 2 hours?
Colin says it was blood moon at 5:30 this morning for him. Going to work.
Nice.
Yeah, Mr. Q, yeah. Saw it during sunrise today and it was pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I missed it again. Par for the course.
It's just, yeah. Is it really, like, it's interesting as a phenomenon, but, but I mean, like, I don't know. I certainly didn't see it this morning because I was not in a position to see the moon this morning. As for yesterday evening, like, I went to bed early, kind of wiped out, and it's becoming a problem. So I went to bed early and tried to get some extra sleep to no avail, and yeah, so I didn't do your show. I just bailed. Los Federales Blood Moon Urban Up. I almost hit a deer because I was looking at it. Well, Mr. Q, that says a lot more about you. Like, I don't blame the deer as much in that instance. Like,
Hi, Professor Tida.
yeah, it doesn't want to open this link. I'm not going to bother with that right now. I am sorry, Los Federales. It does not apparently want to open up an urbanup.com webpage.
I cannot hear a blood moon. That's okay.
This went to
We
blood
don't
moon,
expect
no
you
moon,
to.
dark in a total 2 hours. Oh. And then the moon came back. The moon came back the very next day.
The moon came back. We thought it was a goner.
I love you so much. So yes, we have our first hour story stuff to get through all of that. The blood moon means you have to sacrifice a virgin. I would think not. Be seriously fucked up. It's just like, because all the shit in the Epstein files, if people involved in the Epstein files, like, see, we were doing this for the blood moon, and you just, And it's like, but you did it so much more than just than those times. Yeah, but because you got to practice. You don't want it to be your first sacrifice in flaying, so we had to kill a lot of people. Like it's like, but
Yeah.
that did you though? So
Try it. Your legs might work. Yeah,
Johnny
I
looks like
don't know.
Robert or Will Maudsley. I don't know who those are. Who those
I don't know
figures
who
are.
they are.
I
Uh,
I don't think I don't think I'm speaking out of class here, but file me under the group of people who's not going to just sacrifice some random innocent virgin for the sake of getting my legs back. Like I'm like, So you know what? If that's the price, I'll just finish our tour here this way, and you know what? Fuck it. Just because, like, I don't want to punish somebody else as a way to get, unless the people I'm
to help
punishing
yourself. Yeah.
are the status quo medical establishment and industry in this country, like those people. Fine. Like doctors who've treated me poorly, like I still don't, I really don't want somebody punished for me to, I just feel like as a person I deserve the human right of my body working when my brain tells it to do stuff. It's
Mm.
a weird desire I have. I'm just one of
Yeah.
those crazy people. It was almost a blood blue moon, but didn't come
Oh,
till
neat.
March, 3 days late. So what do you mean, like a blue blood moon? Like it grew up in upper middle class families, or what? It's been a member of the police force for a while. It's a blue blood. What's the deal?
Apparently, maybe Tom Selleck gets up there. We just see Tom Selleck's
Look,
face.
I wouldn't sell a blood blue moon if I thought it harmed even one innocent virgin. Like, all right, hold on, buddy. That's not okay. Blue moon is 2
Joey's
full
saying,
moons in a month. Oh, so Joey Caravello, I'm a blue blood. Well, that's an interesting proclamation. I can't prove that, so I have no choice but to believe you. Month. Oh yeah. So within a month, if we get, I kind of figured you meant
we
month,
get
Professor
two
Ty.
full
Thank you
moons
for
in a
that.
month. Yeah.
We get 2 full moons in a month. That's a blue moon. Okay, I'm fine with all of this, but
So Joey's giving you he's making a point. Virgin doesn't mean they have to be young. Maybe just like some weird nerd or something, some like 40-year-old virgin sort of thing. Would that make it easier for you to kill them so you
no.
get your
Again,
legs
like
back?
the idea of
No.
murdering people to get my legs back is a solid no go. Like I don't really, one, I have trouble believing that that's a thing. Like, how does my body respond better to someone else's loss of life? Like,
Mm.
one. And two, I'm a fucking horrible piece of shit, and I certainly haven't become a better person as a result of all this. If anything, I've become a more of a dick. And I'm working on that myself. Like, I'm trying to be
Mm.
better. But still, dick, which means if I grade myself by the same metric I've graded others, I, like, for example, I didn't think Dick Cheney deserved a heart transplant. I felt like he was an older
No.
guy. He's done some very hanky shit, and to get bumped up to the top of the list just because he's the vice president was bullshit. It's like, how about we X him out? We rotate the fucking queue the way we're supposed to, and then if something happens, we should hopefully have all of this in line before then. But again,
Mm.
after everything he had done in office, whatever, I was like, let that I feel like there's probably better, more deserving people, and in that regard, I feel like, oh, who are we killing? And no, because it's just like, really, I'm probably a too much of a dick to deserve that anyway. Like, you'd be like, well, he's a death row inmate. It's like, well, if we're gonna murder him anyway, I will take the legs working. Like, if I can just pick that up on the way out. But
But he'd
again,
have to be a virgin
this is a
death
really
row
fucked up
inmate.
scenario that we people
This
are
is very
sticking to
hard.
here. So
And yeah, and it's a really weird discussion anyways. Like we don't really have to worry about it. Canadian government's taking care of all of that anyways. Body parts are so much easier to come by now. The wait lists are getting shorter and shorter now. Um, we just have all
can
these
I just
extra body parts suddenly.
can I just get they don't do the nervous system stuff, do they? Oh, that's right, they can't. Um, anyways, no, it wasn't pheasants. It was quail. They were sport shooting quail. He turned and fired at a friend right in front of his face. And then that guy apologized for standing in the wrong
Sure.
spot and not like following proper protocol and thusly getting a face full of birdshot. That was that was again where I'm like, come on. Like, in what universe? I don't care what the excuses are on how it happened or how it's okay. How is the public apology owed from the person who got shot versus the person who fired? You know? Just
Yeah.
there's never ever a way that you can square that circle for me. It just doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense. He got some 410 in his ass. No, I'm pretty sure it was his face. I'm
Yeah, I
almost
always thought it
positive
was
it
the
was his
ass.
face.
I always thought the guy got shot in the ass.
All right, you know what?
But I mean, I didn't pay a
You
whole
know
lot of
what? You know
attention
what?
to
Google probably never gets
politics,
asked.
let alone American
Who
politics back then.
did Dick Cheney shoot?
Oh, it says shoot in the face.
Shoot in the face, right?
Yeah.
On February 11th of 2006, then United States Vice President Dick Cheney shot Harry Whittington, a then 78-year-old Texas attorney, with a 28-gauge Perazzi shotgun while participating in a quail hunt on a ranch in Riviera, Texas. Both Cheney and Whittington called the event an accident. Let's go. Images.
Aw. Thanks, Alan.
Let's close this.
He's writing. He says he likes the way you are now. That's why he's hanging out and watching now, Donnie. It's because
Oh, well, I
he
appreciate
likes you. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I
Open link in
appreciate it
note.
too. It's nice to be able to
Oh,
see
no,
Alan on the regular
I
again.
like seeing Alan. I like all the people who want to hang out and not just like I'll be honest, I don't like the trolls and they don't super duper bother me at this point. I've got bigger stresses to worry about. So I just literally don't have space to allot to them, unfortunately. So yeah, here's Harry.
Oof. Oof.
I'm gonna say this.
A lot of bruising.
Harry, if you weren't religious before, the fact that there is nothing that hit this area right here,
Yeah.
with all the bruising you have,
You can
all
see
of the peppering you have, the damage around all of there, the concussive blast did this to your face, but your eye is pretty clear and
your
clean.
eye is okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's very lucky. Although I really hope, rather, it's an old photo. I really, really hope he got that thing on his chin looked at.
What, this?
Yeah.
You know what I bet that is? There's still a baby in there.
Oh,
There's
maybe.
That one broke the skin. Yeah,
Maybe.
dude, like this is so scary that this happened to him and that he got away like this. Like, I'm just like, I know it's not like it's super duper lethal to people. They were hunting quail. It's birdshot. I understand. Yes. But statistically speaking, like, your eye doesn't need much, and the amount of force they're using to break the skin and things like that can do irreparable damage to your eye. And the fact that he survived that without anything to the eye, man, dear Lord.
Yeah, you can see the shot got right up in the corner of his eye. He probably just
got there.
Closed his eye. He just happened to have his eye closed. And that was enough. It looks like he's got some like red on the eye, in the whites of his eye, in the corner. So he probably just happened to have his eyelids.
This looks like a weird makeup job, or like we're reporting on a new outbreak. It's like, no. VP shot guy. Again, this is when I was a kid. Like, you and I, like, this is when we were younger. I suppose No, we were kids. Kids-esque. Kiddish.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to any politics, let alone American politics. You know, like I was young and dumb and
silly Canadian. So yeah, like, again, like, it was just, it's crazy to be like, he shot the guy, and he gets the he gets the apology. Like,
and this guy apologizes for putting his face in front of the gun.
And look, I'm not saying it wasn't an accident or anything like that. not saying anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like we as a society could have, should have, and would have handled it perfectly fine if it had been like, hey, this was
Yeah.
an accident. I'm sorry I shot this guy in the face. It was unintentional. I did not mean to. It was an accidental discharge. He jumped in front of me, and I reacted poorly. And it's a horrible accident, and I'm incredibly sorry to my friend. Like, I think, like, we as a world would have been like, all right, cool. That would have helped him. Like, that would have humanized him. Instead, like, already people who hated him were demonizing him, calling, like, you know, like the Sith Lord over the White House and all this other shit. And then it's like, yes, and after he shoots a guy in the face, he gets the apology. It's like, okay, come on. I can't write this. This is not, like, I can't script this to happen. Really? He gets the apology? Matthew Q, and this is how long after? What? That picture.
The yellow, that would be probably nearing a week.
Yeah, days or
'Cause it's
weeks
yellow.
after.
Yeah,
I'd
no, not
say,
weeks.
I'd say with the way the scabbing is on the body of the face, I'd say it's probably like 5 to 7 days after.
Yeah, yeah, because the bruise is yellow. Now it's had a couple of days to heal.
He calls them
Right, historically white. It's hard to kill someone with 28 gauge birdshot.
right. Like, we get that wasn't the thing. It's just, I feel like it really helped solidify, and I still believe this is a thing. The, like, Sith Lord villain-esque level of Dick Cheney, and it's just, dude, come on, man, you shot him in the face. What?
Sticks and Hammer is still on the run from his bench warrant.
Who is?
He's I don't know if he's Dabbleverse or the Sector, but he's
Okay.
one of the internet weirdos. He's the one that dresses like a pirate.
Wait. There's a guy on our dodgeball team dressed like a pirate?
No, not dodgeball.
I'm talking about Steve the Pirate. You know, Steve the Pirate.
No. Really.
You know, I remember when I was thinking about quitting the Tour de France when I was diagnosed with testicular, lung, and brain cancer all at the same time. I fucking love him in that movie. It's not Neil Armstrong. Lance Armstrong in that movie is fucking hilarious at the end. So what are you dying from that's keeping you from competing? Well, right now it feels a lot like shame. All right. Doesn't Stick stream with the quartering? I don't know.
That stopped happening a while back, and now he's streaming with Melanie Mac and Hannah something. Although from the sounds of it, he fired Melanie Mac. I don't know why or if it's true. I saw a headline on my feed. I haven't looked into it. But no, Sticks got arrested, Sticks and Hammer, and the quartering went out of his way, flew down there, bailed him out, this, that, and the other thing. And then Sticks started stuff, like just leaving him hanging on live streams. So yeah, they stopped streaming together a while back. But he apparently he's a drinker. I don't watch his stuff, Sticks and Hammer. I just know him because he dresses like a pirate. I don't know why he dresses like a pirate.
Every time, like, and people gave me shit for wearing the goggles, which I'd totally go back to if I felt like putting in the contacts regularly. But they've been shitty, and my eyes have been shitty, and I haven't been motivated. I'm gonna be honest. I've been depressed for a while, and it's not getting better. So I was working on it, and I had hope for improvement. Maybe we'll do medications. That'll be a thing. Johnny got distracted by the word pirate. I totally did. The first time, or like as soon as she said he goes on stream and he's dressed like a pirate, I immediately hear a dude going, you know, Steve the pirate. And then somebody else saying, wait, there's a guy on our team dressed like a pirate? Penn and Bishop. Pirate, yes, that's my squirrel. That's my version of squirrel. Like Digger, I don't know what her version of squirrel is, but she squirrels a
Chat.
lot.
Anything in chat.
Anything in chat?
The comment about the fact that Sticks and Hammer is still on the run. That's my squirrel.
Yeah, I suppose. So actually, I squirreled you for squirreling me because we were on a story and talking about stuff. And actually, I don't even know how we got on Dick Cheney and people shooting
Yeah,
up
no,
and him
because this
shooting
isn't
people
a
in the
story
face.
either.
Yeah, this wasn't the
Yeah.
planned thing. I don't know
We
what
squirreled off a squirrel, then you squirreled
this
off
is.
my squirrel,
Thank
off
you.
our squirrel.
This show
It's the
is
squirrel inception.
right. The
This is
show is turning
awesome.
into. I'm becoming very. I used to do a show like I had news stories. I lined them up. I used to put a whole lot of like work into the thumbnails and stuff, and just kind of never went anywhere. It's like all right, whatever. And now it's just literally devolved into pure chaos. Like I have a plan, but like my own
It's
intro
there.
song has
We can fall
has
back
in
on
there.
it.
Yeah, we can fall back on it, but fuck if they don't just kick me up in the uprights and squirrel me the fuck into nowhere. The quartering is lame and gay. I have not been a fan of the quartering myself, but whatever.
I used to be. I got to see the inner workings of streaming. And yeah, wasn't as interested in him anymore. Wild is saying Melanie Matt got married. I knew she was engaged, so they're officially married now. Quartering is heartbroken, and she isn't streaming with him anymore. But I don't blame her. I don't blame either of them if they like. I don't know why Hannah is still streaming with them. Yeah.
Who was the one that he got caught being like very like, and let's hang out, and she kind of bailed on him? Was that Melanie Mack?
I don't know.
Where he's
I
like,
don't know who that
let's
was.
go out
Not
to.
Melanie Matt. It wouldn't have been because
It
he's
was
been streaming
somebody
with
that
her
he's
for
like,
like
and
a
we're
year.
gonna go out after, and it was like a we thing, and then the other, and then and she just kind of like mouthed "help me" to the other lady, and the other lady's like, "Oh, I'd love to go," and she's like, and then and without waiting for a reaction from Jeremy, like a yay or nay on
Yeah.
whether or not we want to add a third wheel to this party, she immediately jumps up and goes, "Oh my God, that'd be great! Of course you can come." A very polite, like, "Oh wow, we're here, we're having fun, we're all on camera." It was like at
Yeah.
TwitchCon or some stupid event, and then they're just like, "We're all here together on
Oh, it
fun
was
on camera."
Melanie Mack. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just, and she literally was like, "Help me," and then the other lady's like, "Oh, I'd like to go," and then literally before he can say cool or not cool, he just immediately is like looking at her like dude, and then before he can answer, "That's so great. I mean, oh my God, of course you can come. That'd be lovely. We'll have a great time." And she looks at him like, "We'll have a great time." And it's just like, yeah. And stuck.
Yeah, I'm the same with Los Federales. I used to like the quartering. Then he kept doing the same crap over and over. Politics, politics, more politics. Yeah, I liked him back when he was doing the like celebrity news, the
hot goss. She likes her goss.
So
hot.
yeah, it wasn't really gossip, but he turned full
Gossip
political
Nugget
and he doesn't. Yeah, just doesn't do it for me.
Whereas I fight like hell to not do political shit. I'd rather talk about stuff that means nothing because my comments also mean nothing, which means it's fair. You know?
Yeah, all equal.
Like a fisherman halfway through a 12-pack of beer, I got to tie a few on to make the game fair. Now, he's got as much chance of drowning me as I got a much chance of drowning him. Game on, Billy Mouth Bass, and then you cast off. That's called Russian roulette fishing.
And you throw the whole throw the whole thing in there.
No, you just throw the hooker and the bobber. But again, like you're all like whoa, and you can't maintain you're having trouble maintaining a stable ground, which means you're trying to reel him in, but he could reel you in. It's anybody's game.
Okay, I like it.
That's when you pull the boat ashore with like 3 or 4 fish, and you're like, yeah. I looked death in the eye and told him to suck my dick. Like, why do you mean? Oh, I got completely shit faced and I went fishing on a rickety boat in the middle of the pond, and I caught a bunch of fish. Dr. Doom, Johnny loves political talk. No, I do it because you literally like go through Fox News, CNN, MSNBC or MS Now, AP News, like Go through all of these different news sites to see what they're
True.
talking about. Not the B. Like, go through all of those Mediaite and find me stuff that specifically isn't political and fill 3.5 hours about current events and having them everything gets politicized.
Yes, it's unfortunate.
Yes, Johnny. Geez, go watch Kino Casino episode. They talk endlessly about the quartering, and I do mean endlessly.
Yes, it is. It is endlessly. The quartering is the new Aaron and Nick. He's just, yeah, they're going hard at him.
They're going hard.
I mean, he kind of deserves it if what they're saying is true. But I only watch the short. Like, we get 15 minutes clips on YouTube from the Kino, and all they do there is talk about what they're going to be talking about on the live show. And I kind of stick to that. I can't be bothered to spend an hour listening to them, you know, rip the quartering a new one. It's just boring.
I don't particularly aim to
really
rip
boring.
anyone a new one. You know,
Well, that's the Kino Casino. That's what they do, right?
Yeah, I guess. Let's
They
close
talk about
that
the
up.
drama.
Who shot Dick Cheney in the face? So before we get going with an actual show, we have our goal on what is it? Not tomorrow, the day after, the 5th at $30. So thank you very, very much for that. You're all super duper awesome. So now we pull that off today, and we just have Friday, and that's the week banged out, which would be slick. Yeah, Kino,
Hey,
let's
Brian.
hear about Jeremy and DSP channel. I don't really, again, like, just if it's all right if they've done something worth talking about, but if it's like, this person's been a piece of shit, and they're always a piece of shit, and it's like, okay, so then come back to me when it's news. Like, the hearing about Johnny Somalia stuff, like, that's news. We went to trial. Well, he went to trial. He went to trial, and it did not go his way, and he's going to get 3 years hard labor, and I don't know if this is the only trial he has, but
I don't know if there's still a couple pending, because there were a couple cases that came later.
right, which would mean
So-
he doesn't start serving his sentence until they finish prosecuting him. So he's got to
Right.
sit there, and the whole time he's not supposed to work. So the whole time he's just
Yeah.
sitting there, just completely incapable of everything. And so
Yeah.
they are going to punish this man in a way that I can't believe. I'm getting close to feeling bad for him. Like, he's got, I don't know how long for the rest of these trials to get through the system and go. He's got 3 years that he's already looking at. So I guess at a certain point with the trials, you're like, fuck it, I don't care. Like, whatever you're going to add. So he even, let's say he gets a year for each or whatever, or they add up to 2 years total. He ends up serving a total of 5 years. But if it takes another year just to get there, in a way, he's been punished this whole time up to now. This year would count as almost 6. And it's just,
Yeah.
And then the best part is, at the end of this, who gets to serve hard labor?
Yeah. I'm hoping this will be like a change up. Maybe this will get him, his eyes opened, and he will mature and, become an adult.
I mean, we'll see in 5 years. I feel like personally, and this is just based off of personal experiences with other less than awesome people, I feel like if he doesn't get punished, he doesn't learn a lesson. If that makes sense. Like, he has to serve a full punishment. At any point, if he gets his sentence commuted or thrown out or him just straight out kicked out of the country, his brain is going to go, oh, that's a win. I got away with it.
Yeah.
I can do this stuff all I want. Nobody can harm me.
Yeah. So Brian is saying the 3.5 years is the overall recommendation from prosecutors. All the charges are done. So all court cases have been finished. And he's getting sentenced in April. So he's got to wait till April to get the sentencing. And the 3.5 years hard labor is just the recommendation. That's not his actual sentence.
So he could still do more than that if the judge feels like, I need to punish you to make an
wants
example.
To throw the book at him.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. And depending, I don't know if he had the same judge for all of the cases, but I know he was really pissing off the one judge.
Well,
I
I
don't know
feel
if that
like,
judge was the same one for the picture, the
mhm.
um, fake
But
pictures.
I feel like literally it doesn't matter. Like if you're a judge in South Korea, like this whole thing going on, you know what he's been doing.
Mhm.
You're aware of how he's been treating people. So, if nothing else other than to make others in his wake think the fuck
Yeah,
twice
think
about doing
twice.
this kind of shit, I wouldn't be
Mhm.
surprised if they threw the book at him for that reason. And like I said, he
Yeah,
hasn't been a sympath like for them to not throw the book at him, they have to have a reason to view him as a sympathetic figure. He's kind of been a bag of shit the whole time.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see,
yeah.
I guess. He
No, I
shit
would like to see him get 5 years. I think 5 years would be lovely.
historically white saying he's been a problem for years. Yeah, dude, he's been a
Yeah,
problem for years.
yes. His father's washed his hands of him. Um,
Oh, there's a surprise.
yeah, like it's not it's so bad that his father
Doesn't his family live in
washed his
like
hands of him.
Texas or some shit?
I'm not sure where. I don't know. I don't
But
know
yeah,
where they
wherever
get.
his family's from,
Um,
they've completely like absolved him. Like I said, I would laugh my fucking dick off if just like when you were telling me about getting your passport and how you had to have people like vouch for you that you'll be a good Canadian abroad, which is a weird thing. I was like,
yes.
wouldn't it be cool if it was that kind of way here where we're like, if you make enough of a public ass of yourself, especially abroad, we're like, we're officially disavowing you. We aren't about that. And I'd love it if that was the kind of thing like, hey Johnny, we got some news from um actually Rashid Khalid Ishmael. Hey Rashid, we got some mail here for you from
Oh
the
shit. I
US.
think I might
Uh-oh.
you guys might lose me.
Picture's frozen, so it's possible. Yeah, she's gone.
Shit.
Nope. Wait. She said shit and then uh uh uh
Oh, now
and we're
oh,
back.
oh, there you are. Oh
You have little
good.
faith. Can all the tired
I
streamers
was
go to jail next, please? Starting with Jack Doherty. You can't like he has to commit a crime. Jack Doherty's
well, Jack
paid tickets
Doherty is
and been arrested for every crime he's committed, but he hasn't done anything other like yeah, he's a
yeah,
despicable person, but he hasn't committed an actual not like not like Rashid, he hasn't committed an actual punishable offense.
yeah. But there's that Vitali. Vitali tried to do the same thing as Johnny Somali did. Um and they arrested him, and I think they've just deported him back to Russia.
Hmm.
And he hasn't lived in Russia for decades. So he's now, from what I understand, he's in Russia. Whether he's in a Russian prison or not, I don't know. But he's been sent the fuck back home. So he's not going to be doing any of those kind of videos anymore because that won't fly in Russia.
Aw.
Yeah.
I accused Jack Doherty in the conservatory with the butt plug, and I bet he did it too
Yes.
to himself.
Yeah.
The weird mo.
Wait,
What
he
am I?
has a dad? Rusty. Yes, he does actually have a father, and apparently the father is level-headed, a normal, kind human being, and I have no idea how he managed to end up having a son like Johnny Somali.
Again, I get that's just where what you get when you can go on the internet and people will throw you money. You haven't really lived any repercussions in your life for being generally a piece of shit. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say he probably pulled like bullshit, and anytime anyone complained or whatever, suddenly it was racist, it was prejudiced, it's whatever. I'm sorry,
Mhm.
and again, those excuses, diverts, and everything worked and worked and worked. So he built it up and he did it online and he got rewarded for that. So he just kept going. Like I said, the only thing that'll get him possibly to wake up, in my opinion, is when it's like, nope, you've been handed a sentence. It's a heavy sentence because of you being such a piece of shit. And you have to serve the whole thing. There's no way out of this. You have to eat your fucking vegetables. And maybe by the end of that, maybe it'll click that, oh, I shouldn't be a cunt.
Mm.
Oh, Ramsey, not Rashid. I apologize, Brian. Ramsey.
Okay.
I just don't like calling him Johnny for obvious reasons.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Too much tech at a young age rots the brain, says St. Aaron.
I'm worried about that because that's where kiddo's at. She's in a world of tech. Everything's tech. We got her a fun little like drawing, like design, like your own little thing, and it's like, oh, but you need to download the app on your tab. It's like, oh my god. And so because of stuff that we got her that was meant to encourage her to like draw and do artwork,
Stay away from it.
she also has to have a tablet and it has to be charged. It's like, oh, for the love of, you just can't escape. Hello, Officer Krupke. Officer Krupke really
Hello, Krupke.
really threatening to take you down this time.
Oh, I didn't even see him come in.
Well, he came in earlier, and that's just mean. He came in earlier with the cherries in the cop car.
And the police car. Yeah, good to see you, Officer Krupke. Yeah.
And you have the balls. Like, I didn't really see him. I didn't even know you were there. I just can't believe you. All right.
He came in so quietly. Apparently not, but too quiet for me.
I'm just going to leave that where it is because, you know, why would you? All right, so we've got a story out of...
Oh, he's here for you. He's here for you this time.
What did I do?
Yeah. I don't know, but maybe he's given up on me. It's too hard to pick someone up in a different country. So.
Don't I have to commit an offense? Other than going to a family affair this Thursday, I ain't really done shit of any note. I'm here for Johnny this time. I guess I don't know what am I guilty of? I am you know what it is? I'm a collaborator. What? I am a collaborator. The word for you is collaborator. You are not merely pushed. You chose to do these things. The word for you is collaborator. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did.
I don't know.
Okay. So let's go to this first one, then we'll do all the different little stories about stuff like air travel. So this is the first one out of Minnesota. We have we've been, as you know, Digger, we've been catching a crap load of fraud cases of different people.
Yeah.
Different people. We needn't point out the various people or what general community they're from, but that's a dick move. But the point is, broad swaths of people, including this Abanajib Yusuf. I'm butchering that name.
Very American name.
22 with no college degree, and he opened the Autism Center in St. Cloud and started bilking taxpayers. I read $2 million, but they're saying now $6 million scheme in this video that we're going to. So supposedly $6 million scheme. This happened in St. Cloud. This person is pleading guilty. I can't wait to find out the reason a bleeding heart liberal judge will throw out his guilty verdict on account of pleading guilty. Like, I can't wait to hear whether they go, no, this evidence is prejudicial. And it's like, wait, what? No, he pled guilty. Right, but he's a dumb immigrant who doesn't know any better. Like, oh, come on. Anyways, let's go.
Also today, a guilty plea in federal court connected to a multi-million-dollar autism fraud scheme in Minnesota. The defendant accused of paying kickbacks to recruit children, fake diagnoses, and bilking the Medicaid system. It is a case Lou Raguse first broke in September. He joins us with details from the newsroom. Lou?
Julie, this was a $6 million scheme run by a man who was just 22 years old when he opened this supposed autism clinic,
That's another thing I have a weird question about. Like, tinfoil hat time for you, Digger.
Okay.
But, so this guy is a recent immigrant to this country. He's 22 years old. He's has no college degree. But he's smart enough to build, set up, and operate a $6 million fraud scheme with payouts.
Yeah.
And
How does a man
like,
like that,
this is
a
one of the
young
things
man
that
like
doesn't,
that, get,
this is one of the
there's gotta
things
be
that doesn't
someone.
make sense, right? Like, we're constantly reading reports like right-wing sources in particular, like, oh, these people on average have a 76 IQ. They're practically chimpanzees and all this other fucking racist shit. It's like, right. And that's funny to believe. But if that's true, how are they outsmarting us with all of this money stuff? Like, some
Yeah.
of it seems like one of two things has to be true. Either it's ridiculously simple to defraud the government and get away with it, or like something's not being represented right. These people are
Someone's
not as
helping.
these people are not the dumb inbred people that their protractors would have you believe, or someone's helping them set this shit up.
I would like to think, oh yeah, Rusty and Brian are both correcting you. It's 67 IQ.
Oh, average
Average
IQ
of
of 67.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Not Chimps has 70. That's Rusty.
Just come on, man. We need that. What the world needs now is love. Sweet love.
Yeah.
Except for maybe one group of people, and I think we all know who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I think they've got
All right.
noses.
They didn't set up
George
the
Soros
fraud.
behind all
They're
of this.
running the same fraud in Sweden too. All right, but it's just
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. They're running those same frauds in Sweden, and it's not just Minnesota, it's across the country.
oh yeah, no, it's
I'm
across the
certain
country.
it's happening here as well. It's got to be an organized thing because yeah, a lot of these people wouldn't be able to set this up. It's too
It just seems like you need too much knowledge of how the system works to get it done.
Dude just showed up in America. Like he has no idea how shit works, let alone know enough to be able to run such a scam. And then how many different people with 67 IQs are doing this?
The goddamn robots, John!
I would like to think, and tinfoil hat, I think there's organized groups setting these up for them. My opinion.
Okay.
Hello, Arch Magnus. Good to see you.
Boy, are
Ashley,
we
good to
in
see
debt.
Yeah, just roll them around in a circle. Oh my God, I love it when you. Uh-oh, sugar.
This pause screen really didn't. That goes with that sound clip in the worst way. Howdy, Johnny and Digger. Hey, Arch Magnus, how you doing? I heard a chirp, says Ashley Casey. What do you mean? If you heard a chirp, I think it's honestly.
The goddamn robots, John!
I mean, probably.
Autism Center in St. Cloud. Abdi Najib Yusuf admitted that his so-called
Holy crap! I got his name right. Abdi Najib Yusuf. I'll be honest. The last name was pretty easy to nail. It was the first one that was a problem.
Yeah.
I like no questions. Wearing a face mask. Why? Do you have a delicate immune system? Are you currently have a cold?
You can afford a nice Nike zip-up hoodie.
Well, dude, after running a $6 million fraud scheme, I would hope.
That's true. Yeah, that's true too.
No offense, like the smartest thing you did is not show up in a suit. Because while you're like, you look like a respectable person and you're all above board, you're dressed nicely in a suit. It is a bit of a like, I plead guilty to fraud. I don't want to wear a whole lot of bling. I'd laugh and actually have more respect for him if he like was just fucking decked out, just dripping with gold and other shit. And it's like, no, I'm wearing all the money of all the stuff I stole from you guys. And don't worry, I'm going to put this in a lockbox somewhere you can't access.
Yeah.
Before you take me in if I serve any time, because you ain't getting none of it. Like, fat pocket, says Saint Air. Can I really just, I hate
It is organized. Any business needs paperwork and inspection before operation. People are setting this up and leads to one individual with those others getting a small payday while majority of the money goes into a day pocket, a fat pocket. Yeah.
And Alan is saying the people who are supposed to be stopping this look the other way or help them. Well, I know in this state what we've been finding out more and more is like all of the whistleblowers who do their job get their jobs threatened and or ended over this. And then you get the people at the top of the government like Walls and them who get this brought to them and they don't do a damn thing about it. And then they have the people under them who, again, literally push. And it's for the silliest reasons. It's like, we don't want to perpetuate racial stereotypes, so we're going to not do this. Like, so you don't mind if the stereotype is real, you just don't want to perpetuate it. Like, I don't agree with perpetuating wrongful stereotype. You know how you get rid of the stereotype? You arrest all the people responsible, and they learn that this shit don't float. And guess what? They'll stop doing it. Thank you, St. Aaron, for the sticker. Holy crap, we've got 3 minutes to launch a hype train over there on Twitch. If you want to help out the show on Twitch, now is a great time and launch a hype train, do all that fun stuff. Otherwise, you can throw in money on YouTube, Rumble. We have the PayPals and the Venmos at the top of the chats. If anything that goes over a day goes to the next day. It's why we're ahead on the 5th at $30. So if you could help out, we'd appreciate it. What do you call do you want to do this joke with a read for our lady? Well, here,
Might as well.
Yeah, I'll give you the whole damn thing. I went
and looked up some jokes.
You're
too.
super ready today. I love you. All right, I'm gonna jump out of the way and let you do the whole damn thing. Because you know what I am? I'm a goddamn gentleman.
You're superfluous to the show, is what you are. Studio sponsor this month is Wild Saffy's Twisted Taffy, made from all natural ingredients. No funny business, no THC. This is honest to goodness, good taffy. And the best part about it is with every taffy, you get a train. And along with the train, you also get a dad joke. Dad jokes like, what do you call a midget with autism? You call them a weetard. The joke and many, many more will be on the wrapping of every single Twisted Taffy. Wild Saffy's Twisted Taffy. Come and get a laugh. Doot, doot.
All right, so we did the whole train thing. I applaud you sticking that out. You know, you could have bailed at any time, and I would have respected it, but you didn't. What the hell is going on over here?
The autistic chef made hamburgers out of donkey meat, and he called them Aspergers. Ha 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 ha! Ha ha! Called them Aspergers.
That's actually pretty good. Yeah, I feel like that would have been a better. I mean, a nitpick, but you should have done that one for the.
Well, she only just posted it now. I had it come up beforehand, you know.
Might be a dick thing of me to say, but that sounds like a real you problem.
I can give you another one. What do you call a criminal landing an airplane?
Okay, I totally thought you meant you were going to give me another you problem, and then you're like, no, you're joking. What do you call a criminal landing an airplane?
Condescending.
Ba-da-bam! Jokes.
Yes.
St. Aaron, 2 windmills are in a field, and one asks the other, what type of music do you listen to? The other replies, I'm a metal fan. Nice.
Nice.
We have 3 minutes left on level 1 of that hype train. I still have this thing, so we'll do this little controlled burn deal.
Right.
Right?
Controlled burn. Yes.
That'll help things a lot. LOL's Digger. Yeah, Digger's great. We enjoy the jokes. And thank you, Wild Saffron, for being the studio sponsor this month. The studio sponsor's up for grabs next Friday, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Now, I wonder, can I do the...
Can you do it?
No? Okay. I'm going to take myself off camera so that I can have some medicine.
Or I could just put your picture over you and they won't see. You could leave your camera
you want to put the big booby picture back up. You can always do that.
I mean, want is a strong word. And it's just, I like anatomically correct photos. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Johnny's Exotic Cabbage Farm. Not this one. Oh, thanks. Thanks. I appreciate that.
Each individual boob is larger than the shovel I am carrying.
The studio was sponsored by the generous, ginormous Lab Glass. Well, we know Lab Glass
Yes.
is the person who bought the
Lab Glass
sponsorship.
is the benefactor
Wild Saffy's
of
Twisted
these studio
Taffy.
sponsors. Yeah.
He gets to enjoy all of them, just in the joy of the creating them, I guess. So
yes.
that's what we're always grateful
Love
for.
it.
We'll see what happens this next month, though. What are we at? How much time on that hype train? It switched off right when I went to look at it and see how it's going. A minute and a half at 18%. If you want to help out on Twitch, now is the time, please and thank you. Crap, I'm hard. Why? I don't understand what you're saying. It's just stay away from my lady.
Why?
People don't understand why I love Digger, and they just share this picture. I'm like, this is an actual photo. This is a live, real photo.
Right.
This is a actual photo, and that's again why we're all like, "Hey, this lady's so awesome." Let's go back to Wild Saffy with another dad joke. Why are girls like rocks? The flat ones get skipped. Oh,
Nice.
Jellyfish Smiley is saying,
Double
"Wait,
size.
did you ask AI to edit the picture to have bigger boobs?" Yes, I totally did.
Yes.
I totally did.
Yes.
I
100%.
I 100%. First, I told the AI to put the two of us in a picture together with the same kind of art look, and it picked hers over mine. So it made me look like some sort of weird, like, dude in Frankenstein makeup with a monocle. And I was like, okay, I can fuck with that. And then we had to tweak a couple parts of it. And then just for one fun go, I tweaked it and I went, and bigger boobs. And there we go.
And we got bigger boobs. Now you know what I'm smuggling or where I'm smuggling. Yeah. Yeah. My boobs get bigger the more things I try to smuggle across the.
See, like, I want to be a completely insensitive dick and then just frame just your hand over your boobs. And so it's just your boobs. And then just put that up over the block that is your camera feed. So they're just a giant up-close boob shot.
Just a giant pair of boobies.
Jellyfish Smiley. They're not cartoonish. Those are her real boobs.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's exactly it.
The best part is you originally asked for AI to make this photo, and you told it you wanted a, what is it, Banksy art style?
Yes.
So these are Banksy boobs.
Well, no, the boobs are different.
Well, I mean, if it's in a Banksy art style, they're Banksy boobs. Some big old Banksy boobs.
I see what you're saying.
Can you
Yeah,
see
I
the
guess so.
alliteration we can enjoy with this?
Yeah.
All right. That hype train
I love that
finished
they
right there.
kept the Canadian flag on my boob.
Yeah, oh, that's the fun part. The Canadian flag's on the hoodie, and the picture, like, refuses to diminish the Canadian flag's representation, so it simply shrank it so it would still stay front and center on your boob, as opposed to just wrapping around it. Those are some Dolly Parton boobs. They kind of are. They really are some big old boobs. All right, anyways, we'll take this stupid photo down. That's enough. I'm a dick. We'll have to fix that. Anyways, let's go back over here. So Johnny's definitely jacked it to the picture. No, that's gross. That is so gross. It's a fun little joke, but no, I'm not into doodles of cartoonish boobs. Los Federales, okay, I'm back. I was just getting the tour of where I work. Holy gosh shit, man. We have arcade rooms, a sky garden, a break room, tech-free room, massage chairs, yoga studio. All my hard work paid off. Nice. Throw
Nice.
Throw like $20 at me, and I'll love you for the rest of the week. I've definitely jacked it to that picture, says Brian. That's not surprising.
Yeah, not surprised. Huh.
It's not really,
Oh my goodness.
I've never really watched cartoons and been like, you know what I want to do? Spankety stuff. Like, it's no. And as I've gotten more and more driven away from porn. I don't watch any of that stuff. So we don't even check into stuff anymore. Gave it all up. Although there is one lady I'm going to like copulate viciously with. That's not neither here nor there. Anyhow, so let's go back to this guy. Again, pleaded guilty. So in Minnesota, he's from the St. Cloud area. I'm waiting to see like areas I recognize. But it's probably still in the cities that he's facing all his charges. But he pleaded guilty. I can't wait to find out, again, how we will throw out his charges. A classic show today, one for the ages. Well, thank you.
He called them investors, brought in unqualified staff, family members as young as 18 to do medical services. And then they recruited children from Somali families to receive services in return for kickbacks, which were also paid with taxpayer money. Many of the kids didn't even have autism, but Yusuf admits they fraudulently got those diagnoses. After 4 years, Star Autism Center had racked up $6 million in reimbursements. Yusuf sent $200,000 to Kenya and spent $100,000 on a Freightliner semi. He did not say how much of the $6 million he kept for himself. Now,
Well, let's go
and
back.
what's he putting in that semi? He bought himself a Freightliner semi. How much you want to bet he didn't bother to go and get the license?
And he
drive
just
that
drives
semi.
that thing all over the place and lives in it.
Like,
I bet he
And
bought
what-
like a fucking
what's he
trailer and
carrying?
turned it into like a fucking little house. So this is what this 200,000. So this 300,000 that we can allot for right here. So we take that off. We're still looking at 5.7 million. So
Yeah.
of the 5.7 million, let's just be generous and assume $700,000 for kickbacks, financing fees, costs of operation, all that stuff. I'm betting he kept 5 million for himself. Like I'm pretty sure most of this. I wouldn't doubt for a second if most of this stayed in house, and if it went anywhere, it went over
Yeah. I
over
went back
to
home.
Somalia or Kenya or wherever he's from.
Yeah.
$1 he kept for himself. Now, Yusuf is only the second suspect charged in what is believed to be a wide-ranging fraud scheme among autism centers. Both of these suspects have now pleaded guilty. In court today, though, prosecutors said that they plan to indict Yusuf's so-called investors who are involved with him on this scheme. He'll face about 5 years in prison when he eventually is sentenced, Julie.
Well, Lou, one of the most frustrating things, and there's so many, about these cases is it's $6 million and all we know he has to show for it is maybe a $100,000 semi. I mean, do we know if there's any ability to claw some of this back?
That's right.
No. Almost all of this money is put in a place where you cannot return it or retrieve it
The money's gone.
in the way that it
Oh,
used
no.
to be. Like you might be able to seize his assets and sell them, but you're not going to make that money back. Like it's a gone now.
Yeah.
But at least they'll know in the future not to commit these kinds of crimes because hey, he did
'Cause he'll
5
get
years.
five-
He'll get 5 years in
5
jail.
years.
And if they literally can't, golly gee shucks darn, we can't find the money. Like, and he has, like, say he's paid off some other people. Say he spent, of that 5, say he spent 2 paying off other people. So he's got like 3 million sitting in some secure bank account somewhere that they'll never find because he's paid the right people.
Yeah.
And then after that's all
And
said.
5 years from now.
And by the way, those same right
use it.
people are the ones who cooked up this scheme and said, you do this, and here's where we're covering you. And we get, such a percentage of your money. And then when this all goes down, it's like, all right, so you're paying us lump sums, and we're making sure that, hey, you're going to serve 5 years. But when your 5 years are up, guess who's got fucking $3 million to his name? You do. I wouldn't believe
Yep.
it. 6 million. Hey, voters, you bitch about poor government services. Can you do the math here?
Yeah.
It's just, oh.
Yeah. Well, and that's exactly it. The people who do need it aren't getting those services because of all the fraud. It's scary to think just how bad the situation is for some people out there.
It's
that
too early to say
Yeah.
in this particular
It's awful.
case, Julie, because they haven't divided up how much money each particular person is responsible for and where that money is. Is it in bank accounts? Is it in real estate? Is it anything they can actually get? We don't know that yet.
And these other people that will be indicted in this case, the so-called investors, is this a case where he maybe was a lower rung on the ladder and these are higher rungs on the ladder?
Well, they maybe knew more of what they were doing, but he was the only owner and CEO of this company that registered with the Secretary of State's office,
'Cause they
and the
told him
very
to be.
same day was approved to be a provider by the Minnesota Department
How
of Human
does that
Services.
happen?
Approved the
Thank you,
same
Lou.
day.
Yeah,
Wow. Where were all the hoops?
right? How does that? I can't believe when somebody can apply and be approved in the same day. So we can apply and approve them in the same day, and you're surprised that somebody wasn't qualified, did the whole thing. And it takes me 2 hours to get tabs at the DMV for my pickup. The consequences aren't big enough to matter. Right, that's...
5 years is nothing in an American prison.
Yeah, and he's 22. Like...
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Back when you were 22, if somebody told you, like, you're going to be doing this for the next 5 years, you'd feel like, wow, this is going to suck for the next 5 years. But you wouldn't even feel like, oh, my God, it's the rest of my life. Because even mathematically speaking, as long as you live to a decent age of 60, it's not even a significant chunk of half of your life. It's a blip.
Exactly. Brian, he gets out of jail at 27 and will never have to work another day in his life.
Not necessarily. It is 5 years from now. If we keep fucking up the economy the way we have been, 3 million might not get you very far.
Won't get him much.
Like it'll be a nice boost. It'll be one hell of a kickstart, but oh boy, you better be able to invest that shit wisely. Like, what you need to do is you need to make some money, or well, he did that part. Take some of your money and buy a chunk of Bitcoin and pray, and then keep the rest in a savings account, and just see what the market does. Hope that your money will grow over time. Like, I've owned this Bitcoin forever, and if they do like a whatever split or divide to make more Bitcoins like they usually do, which like doubles or quadruples your amount, and all of a sudden your money's just growing and growing, like, okay, we can make this happen. It will only take 2 million pre-tax in my life if I make what I currently make now. I will only make 2 million pre-tax in my life if I make what I currently make now. That's sad. Then I definitely never earned anywhere near $1 million. I've made a couple of nice paydays with comedy and stuff here, but whew.
Yeah.
If they make more
That's
Bitcoin,
true.
it'll become more worthless. I don't understand how Bitcoin works anyway. All right. So I don't know how that works.
Kelly for the smelly. My money is erect at the moment. It is growing so much.
Well, good for you. The market is generally not doing well with everything happening abroad, which not surprised. Just buy and hold. Don't worry about what happens in the market, says Los Federales. Oh, on the Bitcoin? If I had extra money, like the thing's kind of cratering right now.
I've never had the money to invest. There's never been extra money to invest with. Oh my goodness. Wild Saffron. This is breaking news. Apparently the Eagles have had a second clutch of 2 eggs. So baby Eagle Watch is back on.
Sweet.
Nice.
We can get a link to go to that later today if you want.
Nice.
For a less like low key thing or whatever, because we try to do lighter low key stories. That's why I like, because I don't want to just talk about the Iran stuff. I feel like as someone who doesn't have the ability to travel much and hasn't traveled much, never been over to the Middle East, I'm not an expert on history or anything in that regard. I don't want to sit here and be like, and this is what the Middle East should do, and here's what's happening in Iran, and like, I very much don't like that Israel's doing all this stuff. I don't like Iran either, if I'm honest. I don't really root for either. I just don't want, like, again, I don't want to be involved. Like, I just don't want to be involved. So I'm not going to try and do a whole bunch of, like, news stories and fake like I give a shit. Because, again, I don't want to be involved. All right, so we do have this.
Well, can you I can't find, I'm having a brain fart. And I can't find the link for the YouTube channel. If you could throw that in the chat, please.
Come to
That would be
town.
lovely.
You come to Seth. The Princess Zelda.
The Princess Zelda.
God.
I love that song. That was so cool.
Anyways, so we do have
Thank you.
this
The
this
name
thing.
of it's Big Bear. Damn it.
I'm
Big
gonna,
Bear. I'm like, what animal is big?
well, dude, that's
I
an
couldn't
easy.
remember.
That's a
Thank you,
fucking
Wild.
super. There's a song about it. Big Bear, he's iron tough. Big Bear, he don't take no gun. He's Big Bear, but like.
There
Anyways,
we go.
Jellyfish Smiley, we all gotta die someday. Well, let me tell you this. I gotta figure out a way to make money because before I die, I want one of these, even though you totally hate this idea. Uber is introducing a new innovation in ride sharing, and
Oh gosh.
and you again, you will hate this. And I, like I said, I see one of these things and I'm like, dude, it doesn't have pedals, right? Like it's all hand controls, because I totes want one of these. Like, how would this would be cool.
So is it like it's like a drone?
Yeah. It's just a giant drone with little people compartment, and then you got the blades that do the spinning, and yeah.
Uber Air.
It's a
And
sky
you're
car.
expected
There's
to
no
do it
pedals.
yourself.
Yes, there's no pedals. No, you don't do it yourself. Like, it's a trained pilot that's doing it.
Okay, thank God.
But there's no pedals. Perfect. It's a throttle and probably a 3-axis joystick. I got this in the bag. I want one of these, man.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I don't know about that.
dude, it takes off vertically, and then like these props all fold down, and it flies like a regular. Oh, that's cool. It's an electric military Osprey model taxi service for rich people. I want one. I want one so bad. I'll work it off as a rich taxi service, or a taxi service for rich people. I'll fly the fuck around. One prop goes bad, you fall. I'm gonna take that risk.
Yeah, I'm good, thanks.
You're all right though.
Tell you
Once
what,
we
you
lose-
do that, and then I'll drive the car and I'll meet you.
Oh, Wild Saffron. Nope, not flying in that either.
Yep, nope.
Oh, here, let me
Thank
click.
you, no.
Let me click Wild Saffy's link before we forget. There we go. Ah,
Bird butt.
let's go back to the studio, and then mute this. And I think it's still live. I don't think you can truly pause it. Anyways, oh wait, no, it's not live anymore. Let's go to live. So there we go. We'll check in on them later and see how they're doing. But thank you, Wild Saffron, for that. So yeah, dude, let's see if we have any actual information. So they're called the company's called Jobby, and I don't trust that. Oh, and this is coming to Dubai. This isn't even in America. Well, that's gay. It's just in Dubai. The Jobby flight experience. Jobby's all-electric air taxi is being designed for up to 4 passengers with comfortable seating featuring large windows, panoramic views of the city from below and from every seat. Flown by a certified commercial pilot, it offers a remarkable way to travel above the city and experience the next generation of flight. Aircraft details. The aircraft uses 6 tilting propellers to take off vertically before transitioning into a forward flight. It can travel at speeds of 200 miles per hour and has a range of up to 100 miles on a single charge. Wait a minute. That math don't math.
Math. Mr. Q. I told you, rich people. Yep.
So it charges at 200 miles per hour, but it has a range of 100 miles. So you're saying, like, at top speed, it burns itself out in 50 miles? Like, how does that work?
Yeah.
How do you go so fast that you cover a distance your range can't withstand? It's strange to me.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Anyhow,
That makes sense.
uses 6 tilting propellers as a single charge. Designed for cities, it's engineered with multiple levels of redundancies to enhance safety and designed for urban integration, featuring an acoustic
15-minute
profile
cities.
that is quiet enough to blend into the ambient sounds of city streets.
Yeah. 15-minute cities.
So yeah, it's for whizzing around the city. I want my own little aircraft. I'll just fly around everywhere. It'll be cool.
I'm still gonna hold out for my my flying
Your Jetsons car?
suitcase. My Jetson car.
So they have to
Jetson's
turn
car.
it into a suitcase for you to be okay with it.
Yeah, I have to be able to fly to wherever I'm going and then turn it into a suitcase, with inside of which I can put things that I need. Like things that would normally go in a purse could go into the briefcase. So I want it to be functional as a briefcase as well as a flying car. You know, I'm asking a lot.
Brian, yay, my new shoes are delivered. Well, I'm happy for you, buddy. I'm happy for
Yay.
you. And hence why electric motors suck. I will say this, like with electric cars, I didn't enjoy riding in my in the Tesla I rode in last week. And
Mhm.
I don't want one necessarily. But I will say, like, gas wise, it's so cheap. And it's about to get cheaper. Like, everyone's like, yeah, but if it lights on fire, you never put it out. It's like, right. And I'm there with you. And I understand all those problems. But then I found out a few more things, and I'm like, oh, no. Like, I found out that because it uses the reverse engine braking system, the brakes are barely used, so you almost never have to replace the brakes on it. So there's a whole bunch of maintenance stuff you don't have to do. But then it's like, and then like I square that, and then the other side of my brain immediately goes, yeah, but you know, they can like log into your car and shut it down, you know? Like your car has to download updates. And sometimes, and I know this from someone's personal experience that they told me about their like Type S or whatever the sports car is. Those updates can screw up systems in the car, which is totally a thing because I've played enough video games to know half the time when you get a patch, it broke something. So, you know, there's going to be some quirky parts. Like that's where I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Brian the Science, I like having 2 pedals. I do too, but my feet don't work so well. Going forward, I'm all for a car that doesn't require. And that was like where I'm a real piece of shit. I'm like, well, I'd like the auto drive thing. Then I just hop in the car and make sure it knows where it's going. And then we're good.
No, I don't like the auto driving thing.
I don't either, but
People have a hard enough time paying attention right now.
I don't
You get
either,
them
but
with an auto drive, people won't pay attention at all, and then you're just something goes wrong and everyone's hooped.
I very much worry about somebody falling asleep at the wheel with the auto drive thing. But that's the great thing about when it needs you to take over is it dings really loud. So I get like that you're not going to be able to stay asleep. It's still, I hate the idea of the auto drive thing. It's not good at all.
Yeah.
Chevy JV says, I'm probably buying a Slate EV for a work commuter. $27,000 out of the box. I don't know anything about Slate, but that sounds interesting. I can't deny that the Nintendo 64 kid in me sees the Tesla Cybertruck and just thinks of Star Fox 64, and I'm just like, dude, that's the Star Fox truck. Like, do a barrel roll. I want one of those, but I don't at the same time. So it's, you know, that's where it is. No, but the biggest thing for me that that makes me think like, oh, that would be a thing, is just the idea of like fucking gas is going to be so stupid expensive. And oh man, is that going to suck.
Yep.
Meanwhile, like you can charge it at home, and unless you have to stop at, that was the one thing I didn't care for. We had to stop at a charging station on the way there and on the way back, and it charged fast enough. But like in order to stop at the, like we were stopping at actual Tesla charging stations, you have to have an account with, spoiler alert, Tesla, and your Tesla account is pulled up when you plug in your car, and then it's like charging you based on how much energy it's giving. So you're told how much you're going to pay for your charge, and then you just sit there and it's just ding, 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 ding going. And when you're done, it tells you how much you build. So you don't have to put in a card or anything like that. But again, the scary part about that is like they can track exactly where you are and you charging your car. And it's just you're locked into a system in ways that the whole thing of this idea of the car was about freedom. The freedom to travel, the freedom to the open road. And now the access to freedom are systems that are surveillance, tracking, monitoring, behavioral control. Like if you suddenly start getting out of line, we stop charging your car. Good luck, buddy. Like,
yeah. Well, and I'm thinking too, like, what if Chevy was saying a Slate EV? So what if you've got a Slate EV and you're driving through a city that's only got Tesla charging stations? Are you hooped?
No,
Are
because
they
third-party
like,
charging
universal?
stations? Third-party charging stations usually also accompany Tesla ones. It's just their rates are different, usually more expensive. There are some places that run their own personal charging stations. The Tesla ones are owned by Tesla specifically, and depending on the vehicle, it might have multiple ways you can plug it in and charge it. Because I know, like, the people that own the Tesla, like, they can plug it in at home. So I don't think they pay for it, like, at home in the sense of, like, it plugs in.
It would come on.
It goes a lot slower, and it'll just come off their
heating.
electricity bill. And so they're paying for it in that regard. But seeing the range it gets and everything else, that still doesn't get you very far.
Yeah.
I'd hate to use it like long run because it's going to need charging so much.
Well, that's cool. He says his boss has already said he can plug in at work for free. So that's nice.
It uses the USA standard charging port. Yeah, and that's what I assume the Teslas and
That's
the
what I was wondering.
other EVs. I'm pretty sure, like all things with cars, they had to standardize it and modernize it. So that way, for the same reason, all like gas nozzles have to fit a certain parameter. So that way, everything works the way it's supposed to. Purchase price come with a 110-volt slow charger. Nice.
Okay.
Sounds swanky, buddy. I'm excited for you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Happy to hear that. We're slow charging our way through our show. We got a program to go. We've got a goal for Thursday, March 5th of $30, but whatever we had in the hype train and everything else will be kicking off of that. So if you want to help me out with the direct pay methods, are all pinned at the top. We have a couple of different stories to get into. I was talking to you about this one. You had an interesting take on this that I didn't expect. I thought you would be against this, but oh, never mind. That's an old post, right? That's from November. So the Tampa International Airport has started a ban on pajamas. They put a post up on X. I'll just share the one from this article. They put a post up on X. We've seen enough. We've had enough. It's time to ban pajamas at the Tampa International Airport. After successfully banning Crocs and giving everyone the amazing opportunity to experience the world's first Crocs-free airport, it's time to take on an even larger crisis: pajamas at the airport in the middle of the day. I would expect this to be a troll account or a hack. The fact that this is legit gives me hope for the future. if it wasn't so damn humid, Lanny, you know what? I'd be like, fuck it, let's just go down there. We'll bring her
Yeah,
down
Florida
there.
sounds great except for the humidity.
Right?
That would
Well,
kill us both.
the humidity and I was talking to my sister, the humidity and apparently the bugs. That's I guess like a thing of like
Oh, yeah.
legendary.
Well, yeah, it's
like,
humid.
Yeah.
Hot and humid.
But
It's
like
going to be bugs.
it's
Yeah.
a level. Apparently, it's a level of acclimation in terms of size, species, like diversity of like cockroaches and
Okay.
stuff. That people are just like, yeah, your first experience. What was that like?
Yeah.
Kind of
you
like we've
know.
all had it. Like I realized, oh, I learned like most places have bugs. You ever see those shows where they go back in time and they're like running around with the dinosaurs? Those are the kind of bugs they have in Florida. And it's just like, oh, okay. Interesting. I miss when people used to dress up just to go out in public. That's what Digger was saying.
That's what I said. I miss back in the day when people actually cared about their appearance. Everyone was, men in suits and ties, women in nice dresses, modest, a lot more modest and classy. Yeah, I miss that. I would love to see PJs banned everywhere, but if this takes off, we also see if we can make it work for Walmart. Can we ban PJs at the Walmart? No more Crocs, no more PJs at Walmart. You have to actually have clothing.
I would agree with you, but there is an entire like rainbow color of downtrodden people that just comprise what I consider just generic Walmart customer. And technically you'd be making a foe of all of them. And the worst thing we could have is if they decided to unite. They're like, hey, I've already given up on so much in life that I'm like, I can't see my feet, and I'm buying a bunch of fucking salty and sugary snacks, and I gotta have my sodies, and so and they're like, I can't imagine why I'm overweight and obese, but it's like, right?
Yeah.
You're being mean to me by saying I should have to wear like something other than my sweatpants and my halter top to Walmart. It's hot out.
Yeah.
And I don't want the
See, and Brian, I disagree. Sweatpants, basketball shorts. I don't think that's, unless you're going to or from the gym or the court. It's the same with yoga clothes. I really, really hate Labby. You're just having a blast over there in the chat.
Yeah.
Abby and Wild. But
Brian
yes.
Science, no sandals or
think
anything
we
when
all
I
need
can see my
to-
feet. Let's just amend that to no sandals. I feel like is a pair of shoes too much to ask? Is a pair like we're not taking them off.
Pair of shoes that stay on your feet the entire time you are on the plane.
Even in Japan, they don't make you take off your shoes like in the airport or anything. So let's just keep the fucking shoes on, man.
Yeah.
So yes, we know this decision could be disruptive to someone in your life. It's time to have that difficult conversation with them. You can do this. And Phoebe, we believe in you. I love the fun they had with this. Do your part. Say no to pajamas at the TPA. Like
Yeah.
I like this thing. This is fun. This is fun.
No, I really enjoy it. And yeah, can we make outdoor clothes, great again? And I love with the fibro especially, and the hurting and the sensitive skins and all the fun stuff that I deal with. I live in like yoga gear for the bulk of my time, but when I go out to an appointment, I wear jeans. It doesn't matter how much it hurts. It doesn't matter. Like I go
run around in a
braless here,
sundress.
but I wear a bra when I go out of the house. You've got to. There's a level of just,
I'm amazed they make one that can hold those cannonballs.
Yeah, I know those things are huge. You're gonna have to bulk up those arms to keep them.
I don't know, man.
If you're planning on holding them for
I was
any
trying
length
to
of time.
explain to people, and I've been noticing it more. Like my arms are ridiculously torqued to the point where they're not like big, but like when I flex them, I see muscles in places where before, like I've seen that in like video games and anime places where I'm like, that's not real. That's like, ooh, they're so muscular, muscles on muscles. And then I do that and I go, oh.
Oh, those are real.
That is real. It's weird.
Arch Magnus, yeah. Most folks don't even have to go out anymore. They just order it online, right? That's like I was saying, I would like to do my own grocery shopping, but it's cheaper to have it delivered.
Brian Science, you cannot get me to wear jeans on a 15-hour flight, though. I mean, maybe we can make an allotment for changing clothes. Here's the thing with me, like, if I can move around freely, I wear suits all the time just for the fun of it. Like, you wouldn't, I like wearing suits. I love wearing suits. I just can't afford to and can't move in them well enough, and it's problem on problem. It's because I'm a horrible person. I've disappointed him, and God is punishing me. And
now, so when I don't know
repent.
I don't know who said it about jeans for 15-hour flights.
That was Brian.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there I see it. Anyways, you can wear jeans for a 15-hour flight as long as you're not wearing the stupid skinny jeans. If you wear jeans, like actual jeans, fitted the way jeans are supposed to be.
Yeah, but he's saying you cannot get me to wear jeans on a 15-hour flight. Like,
well, what I'm saying is if he wore proper jeans and not skinny jeans, it's a lot more comfortable.
If he wore the boot cut, see, Brian, back when we were young, dumb, still full of cum, they were called boot cut on the jeans because they're big enough for your boot. Okay,
it's not just the boot cut. It's like the
also
upper,
had the bell bottoms.
the
If you're bringing those
area,
back, you're
there's
fat.
Space. There's extra. They fit loose. Not super baggy loose, but they fit loose. So there's space.
I still feel like every lady I know wears jeans they have to pour themselves into. You guys.
Well, and that's another thing too, is you got to get a pair of jeans that fits, not a pair of jeans that you wish you could fit.
No.
And that's
but I
when
mean,
they started making denim with the
when
stretchy material. It was
yeah.
A
lot of you just like, and I gotta squeak into them, and I'm like, that's not a
stretchy
thing,
material. Once it stretches too much for too long, the stretches stay there, and then it looks funny.
Stretchy.
No Jinkos. No Jinkos.
I think I actually owned a pair
whatever
of those.
they was. It doesn't have to be that.
I had a pair of like they were silver and they were super fun. Actually, not silver. They're more like light blue. They were a super fun like fabric. It just felt awesome, and they were pants that felt amazing, and I loved wearing them. The only problem was the waist was a little too small for literally like my hips and stuff. So with my muscles and everything from hockey, like they didn't quite fit. So like those were tight, but they were tight in that one spot. The rest of it was comfy, and I had a great ass in those pants. So it's like, I guess I'll have them somewhere. I'd probably lose some weight before I could put them back on. But that's one of the fun parts. I didn't grow much after I hit, like I shot up and stopped. So it's like all the clothes I wore in like high school, as long as I just lose a little bit of weight, I can easily wear them again. It's nice.
Yeah, I
had a pair of hammer pants back in the 90s. I still have a pair of God, I can't remember the name of the brand now. I have a pair of like black like goth pants from Hot Topic with chains and shit all over them.
Yeah.
I fucking love those pants. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like if my legs
what was it,
work,
Jayco jeans or
possibly
Janko jeans?
They might be Janko. I either way, I know I got them at Hot Topic. Like I bought them a long time ago. And they're just all this stuff that drag, and I would love wearing them. I would love wearing them. I don't care what anyone says. Trip pants. They might be Trip. Trip sounds familiar. They're packed away. I can't go check. They have, but yeah, they've got so much for fucking chains. And then part of my Halloween decorations that I wore for like Halloween when I did like a vampire thing, like they had this weird chain for your wallet, so I've got that on there now too. Those are the pants with the chains at Hot Topic. So yeah, they're probably trip pants,
Okay.
which is an apt name because they will trip you with all of the fucking chains and shit that you have on there. And I still love, like, dude, I love them. I don't care what anyone says. I love them for 3 reasons. 1, they're comfy. 2, I don't know. It just feels cool when it feels like you've got an arsenal on you or something. And it's just chinging. And there's like, you feel like your steps feel like they've got some oomph to it because the stuff's swinging around. Just fucking stupid and fun. They've got pockets everywhere. I love them. They're super duper comfy. They have pockets like up the ass, and they go ching-a-ling-a-ling everywhere you walk. I love them. If I could wear them all the time, I would. I still have my starter jacket and gang hat. I never had either.
Oh, the starter jackets. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone had starter jackets for a while.
Nope. Never had a starter jacket.
Oh.
I've got
I fell hard into the Doc Martin like thing. To this day, I've still got a pair of Docs. They're not near the high quality boots that they used to be. They're being made in China.
Mhm.
And I actually held them up against my old pair of boots, and the thickness of the leather is amazing. The difference, rather, in the thickness of leather is amazing. The leather is so thin. And I bought these probably 5 years ago now. So, yeah.
Matthew Q, I'll get to your comment in a minute. I want to read this. Archbag is saying, with trip pants, good luck finding any in a big size. The only sizes I ever saw may fit a twig. I had to find the biggest pair they had, and that's one of the ones where, again, it doesn't quite cover, like, my hip bones all the way across. Like, it's a little tight, and that's fine. The best part about the trip pants is, like, even though the waist might be a little narrow, the freaking legs are ginormous, and they had plenty of room for my legs back when they were huge, and that was another thing I liked about them. But apparently they're skateboarder pants, like Mr. Q saying the reason they didn't make the fat pants for those people is because they assumed they were skateboarders or at least did enough walking where people were skinnier back then.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're
Dude,
carrying
I walk
around that
miles
much
every
metal,
day.
like the last time I wore them, I've got to be honest, I'd be like, if I wore these all the time, I feel like it would have an overall cumulative effect on weight loss because I'm just dragging this extra metal like everywhere with these chains. And I don't know. I love those pants though. To be fair, I went to Hot Topic because I saw Waylon Jennings t-shirt I couldn't live without. Hey man, plenty of people like Waylon. Plenty of people like Waylon. I bought a lot of stuff at Hot Topic for a short period of time. We don't need to discuss it. We all go through phases. I don't regret most of it. I still have some of the cool clothes. Parts of it were cringe.
I don't think we ever had a Hot Topic, but we had similar.
Hot Topic. Sorry, what?
Leather for you, Jelly. Leather.
I feel wearing pajama pants to the airport because I would make them gross sitting in the benches.
Right? Yeah, that's just disgusting. Now your PJs have been outdoors in public. Like, you've got all the public germs on them. Are you going to climb into bed with them? Or do you get up in the morning and get out of your PJs and into new PJs? And then you've got your daytime outdoor PJs and your nighttime sleeping PJs.
I understand wearing pajama pants. I'll be honest, I am right now.
Like I said, I wear really easy like yoga stuff.
It's difficult for me to move around, and so the more I limit what I'm wearing. So like but when I go outside, I put on jeans.
Right? Me too. It's just there's a level of through the word out. Dignity. Yes. There's a level of dignity that you have to have for yourself. Just pride in your own self. Yeah.
I wear cargo shorts when I
Don't
fly. I
go out
usually
with
zip
PJs.
off so I can re-zip them if I really want. Like, I understand having a need to like to vent or whatever, but there's like khaki pants and stuff you can get. Like, I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, if you don't
I
want
just
jeans, you can do khakis, you can do cargo pants. It's
Yeah.
not, you know,
Say
they're
it's easier.
pants.
Proud to announce I've never stepped foot in a Hot Topic. I don't even know if they have them in your country. There's many times where a
Yeah, I
pair
don't
of
know if they
pants
have.
has helped the legs and butt look way better, says Mr. Q. Yeah, dude, I have, like I said, a silver pair of pants that put my ass on a shelf and made it look amazing. Like I had a
How about pocket placement?
well, there was a variety of things about it that made it just juicy. I had a juicy butt in them and I had a juicy booty in them pants. But the trip pants, like I said, the thing I love about the trip pants is just a little snug around the waist, and they were super baggy everywhere else. And I felt like I was wearing half of like a superhero costume, or like I like the idea of using it for like modern day like vampire goth thing with like Halloween costumes and stuff. Did that several times because spoiler it was an easy go-to for me. Cargo pants are the superior pants type, says Brian. I kind of agree. I
agree.
I'm a pockets person, but then there is the argument of like when you have a bunch of pockets, you start carrying too much stuff because when you
More
acquire
stuff.
new stuff, you find a pocket for it, and then you feel a need to fill your pockets with different. Like maybe I can't say I disagree, but have a kid and then say you don't think you need to have an excess amount of pockets at all times. I gotta carry little shit for this person. Balls Deep saying hit
Hey,
like.
Balls Deep.
Yes, hit like, hit subscribe. We have the Venmo, the PayPal, super chats, the Rumble rants, the bits and subs. Any way you want to help
All the
contribute to the
goods.
problem. We say thank you. We're on currently $30 on March 5th. We have a hype train from earlier on Twitch to do to calculate into that and everything else. We'll see where we land tomorrow. At least hopefully go down another 10, 15, 20 bucks would be sweet. So we have several stories to cover. This is from the other day, and I just want screw it. I'm not going to do that one. The white farmers. 60 Minutes did a thing on farmers in South Africa because Donald Trump is like, they're killing them by the thousands, which, by the way, these reports have been confirmed. But to go to go and disprove them, 60 Minutes sent Anderson Cooper to question one of the farmers, and so simply they can't cover up the fact that the people are dead, so they just keep declaring all of them like, oh, they were murdered in a robbery.
Yeah, they were robbers. It kept calling.
Screw it,
They
we'll
didn't
play
even
it.
say murdered in a robbery. It very, very hard to. Yeah.
They just again they're like, okay, so
Yeah.
there's no white
Robbery.
genocide. There's no evidence of that. Well, my friends are dead. My parents are dead. My brother and his family are dead. What happened? They were all murdered in a robbery. Oh, like one robbery?
Right?
No, like systemic robbery from family to family to family to family to family.
But only certain families too. It wasn't all farmers. It was just certain farmers.
Hills of KwaZulu-Natal province in the southeast of South Africa, we met Daryl Brown, a seventh-generation rancher and farmer. Did you grow up knowing you would be a farmer?
It was always in my blood. It's a calling.
But that calling has often come with risks.
Okay, I'm going to say this having been a farmer. What's the calling? Like, I want to raise a bunch of animals so people can eat them. Like, I mean, I guess more power to you for finding you what you're into. But I got a lot of questions. I had some weird callings. Like, a lot of you can't even be like, I grew up wanting to be like an Autobot or a Ninja Turtle or like a superhero, and none of those things are actually like real jobs. You can't like apply to become an X-Man, you know, like I can't go to a university and end up with superhuman mutant powers, you know?
Yeah,
like,
unfortunately.
And then
We're not
like
there yet.
Like technology isn't there to do like the Iron Man thing, so we can't go that route. Why did I go that route? Like I don't feel like technology is there to really make Batman plausible either, so I'm never going to get to like impose vigilante justice with an iron will. Like, it's not fair. Like, what am I supposed to do? This guy just was like, you know what I want to do? I want to watch some cows chew their cud. Like, it's weird that I'm jealous of him because to me, that's such a God, that sucks dream. But I'm also jealous because, like, you found a dream and it was attainable and you're happy and I want that and I'm jealous. So you know what it is? Hurt people hurt people. I'm sorry. I'm a
Yes,
piece
there
of
you
shit.
go.
That's what it is.
10 years ago, his 82-year-old father was brutally attacked on the farm by robbers looking for guns and money. Then in 2020, Brown's friends, Glenn and Vita Rafferty, were murdered in a robbery on their farm nearby.
Your father was attacked.
Rampant robberies, everybody. Rampant robberies.
Robbery everywhere. Mm-hmm.
You've
Brian,
had friends
my calling
murdered.
is a
Do you
pipe
live
layer.
in fear?
I certainly live carefully. We're aware of what's happening around us.
I like how we don't ask the follow-up question of, well, what's happening around you? I feel like any journalist, we're aware of what's happening around us. What's happening around you? Like, do you live in fear?
Careful.
Where, like, again, he asks a very vague question. Do you live in fear? He doesn't ask if white farmers are being murdered or any of this stuff that the claims are going to debunk. It's always weird to me when you can't just straight up, like, we're going to debunk these claims because these aren't true and Donald Trump is saying this and this is horrible shit. And the worst part is like, I don't care whether Donald said it or not. Is it true or not? And the sad part is, from what I understand, it is true.
It's true.
And so, but we're going to have a semantics argument because Orange Man bad. Like, no, people are dying. That's the thing we should be focusing on, not whether or not he fits into our political ideology.
Yeah, I've got a buddy whose family came. Actually, there's a few South Africans, friends of mine, whose family brought them over in the early 2000s because it was getting bad then. So, yeah.
Mr. Q saying, I love having access to good beef, pork, chicken, milk, and vegetables. It's worth the work. Oh, yeah. No, I'm absolutely saying it's worth the work.
Yeah.
It's good, honest, like, labor. It's good, like, you know, you can feel fulfilled in it. I understand all of that. I'm just saying in the grand scheme of what did you aspire to, because of the world I was raised in, I aspired to stuff that wasn't real. That's why I get so pissed at all of the trans and all of the I identify as people. Like, look, I've been wanting to live in a fairy tale for a really long time, but it doesn't matter whether I declare myself a dragon or not. I won't sprout wings, fly, and belch fire onto the victims below. So since that's not going to be a thing and I have to live in reality, so do you. You're a dude, sir. You've got 5 o'clock shadow and an Adam's apple as big as a bowling ball. Now shut the fuck up, put on a pair of pants, and get the hell out of that tutu. This is a children's recital. Anyways,
oh. It's funny. No, I've got, my everyone I know from Africa are white.
Somebody fought on the minibus. So when I say I have African friends, balls deep, this guy. Jennifer Smiley, you'll never be a dragon with that attitude. Not bad. Very good. Very good.
Silly chances.
We came to Darrell Brown's farm because of what President Trump said last May about the murders of South African farmers.
Right. And when we opened the story, we started with the talking of people assaulted, didn't really confirm or deny their existence currently. And then people murdered in South Africa. And that was just a weird cursory search around one dude. So I'm just kind of curious.
It's a genocide that's taking place that you people don't want to write about, but it's a terrible thing that's taking place. And farmers are being killed. They happen to be white.
9 days later, South Africa.
Thank God they sent Anderson Cooper, you know, just the bastion of truth-telling and news, Anderson Cooper. The guy who absolutely doesn't use green screens and
anything,
camera tricks to portray himself as we're live in this war zone because we care about bringing you the truth.
Yeah, from the
cut.
studio.
We need to get the lighting and the thing. Somebody set off the fan. It blew the dust and it got in his eye. We got to reset, guys.
Africa's president, Cyril Ramaphosa, came to the White House. Elon Musk, who was born in South Africa and has also made claims of genocide, was there too.
Right? Why would you believe somebody who have people they know or family members from there?
Yeah.
This crazy guy, he was only born there, and he's making these wackadoo claims. I will say though, on a day that the president's gonna get there, and you're gonna argue about the claims of genocide of white farmers in South Africa, maybe throw on a tie, perhaps a shave. Look,
yeah, you're in front of two presidents.
I am
That's a big little effort.
I am the last person that should be delivering this message, which quite frankly pisses me off because now I have to, and I really shouldn't. But let's de-schlub it up a bit, eh? Just a touch, just a skosh, Mr. One of the wealthiest people in the world.
Right.
All right, let's.
That might be okay for going to the office, but yeah, you're in front of two presidents.
Even then,
no
again,
matter
like,
if they're scum.
Like, this is one of the things. You put me in that position. Like, if you're him and you have that kind of, I'm wearing this. Why? It's completely not necessary now. Jesus, Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. How you doing?
All right. Anyways, but like I said, I'm wearing a suit. Not just a sport coat when I go out. I'm wearing a suit. A nice. God, when my body actually worked, I loved the feel of a nice, just good fitting suit. It's like a hug that walks with you everywhere you go. And the best part is a good fitting, nice suit. It always makes the ladies, hey, and it's like, yeah, dun-dun-dun.
Well, and
then it pisses them off so bad when they find out how many layers and stupid buttons there are in the fucking thing, and you're like, yeah, welcome to our world. Like, the boobs are right there, but I have to solve a fucking Rubik's Cube behind your back without looking to open the son of a bitch. They're right there. I literally just touched them. And the rest just how do you get? And they're just like, yeah, welcome to my world, right? Isn't it nice when it's just take off your pants and then hey, we're golden? Like, nah. Those federalists, why are you gay? But yeah, you were telling me. I have not seen this myself, but you said there are videos of him like participating in the like kill the boa chants.
Yeah, leading chants
to kill. So we're not saying he's involved in any of it, but he definitely has been seen and videotaped being in support of people who would have probably been involved, kind of deal.
I think Trump even played some of those videos.
But next seems to take Ramaphosa by surprise.
Excuse me, turn the lights down.
Oh, nope, this
President
is right here.
Trump showed several videos, proof the White House said of the violence targeting white farmers.
They cut the part where they showed him video of him chanting this.
These are burial sites right here.
Okay, now this is the other problem with Trump.
A burial site.
This is the other problem with Trump, and I'm calling right now. He's so full of shit. These are not burial sites. They put up a bunch of crosses.
Burial sites. Over 1,000 of white farmers.
We found the spot where those white crosses were once planted.
The worst part is this looks like an area that I like near where I grew up. This is a very Minnesotan landscape. If we just we drop that down and just a few more gentle rolling hills.
It's a lonely, potholed road not far from Darrell Brown's ranch.
It definitely wasn't a burial site. I mean, those crosses were there for less than 48 hours. It was purely an avenue of crosses that we planted there in honor of commercial farmers in South Africa that had lost their lives.
Brown knows about the crosses because he put them there on the day of his friends Glenn and Vita Rafferty's
Red
funeral.
Scooper, it looks like Nebraska to me. It is Arch Magnus saying a very Midwestern landscape. Yeah, it does kind of have that, like, Midwestern summer. Like, it's kind of weird.
He keeps them locked in a shed. In 2024, he brought them out again for the funeral of his best friend, Tolly Nell, who was also murdered on his farm.
All right, so we have...
Yeah.
Guy, we're certainly aware of what's going on, and we don't ask that follow-up question, but we will keep telling you that Well, we keep having to kind of mourn the loss of these farmers who are murdered on their farm.
Yeah.
So again, guys,
It is robbery.
Donald
All
Trump.
robberies. It has, yeah.
Donald Trump's a horrible person for trying to call attention to a genocide happening to white people in a part of the world, because that doesn't fit our narrative. We're just going to keep calling them murders and robberies and say that that's totally different. That's totally different. It's just, dear Lord.
Tolley's wife, Renee, still lives there. Her husband was killed in front of her trying to fight off burglars.
Again, fighting off burglars. They're just there to burgle.
Yeah.
Her son, Tienes, was tied up while they stole cash and guns. No one has been arrested.
Oh, spoiler alert.
My whole life has changed. I've got nothing to look forward to. Sorry.
Tienes now runs the farm. He carries a weapon with him almost all the time.
Again, now this totally disproves it, guys, because Donald Trump said those were all graves, and we've disproven that one part of it. So forget the fact that the farmers are walking around armed. Do you mind telling me why you're carrying that Glock? In case one of these cows needs to be put in their place. Like, no, that's not what we're doing here.
Oh, no.
I'm a vegetable farmer. I farm carrots, potatoes, and beets. And what is that on your waist? That is a fully automatic MP5. Why are you carrying a fully automatic MP5? Because these fucking vegetables, mate, they'll fucking end you if you don't have you got to have your head on a swivel and ready to end one of these fuckers' lives if it comes to it. That's not a thing. Even the most ornery chicken doesn't rate a 9mm waistbound on like I'm working the farm daily lifestyle. So again, I have trouble believing that, oh guys, they're just robberies and it's not targeted. It's just random happenstance that white farmer after white farmer keeps getting killed in the process of a robbery for guns and money. Like, yeah, so they're taking the guns and money, and if they get the opportunity to kill you, they will. How is that not a genocide? They're targeting you guys, planning to systematically take what you have and murder you. I thought that, correct me if I'm wrong, but according to like what was happening in Gaza with CNN and others, that was a genocide, and I agreed with it then. Is it not still a genocide?
The only time I don't have it on me is when I'm in the shower.
Really?
Because I
right, because you're so star-spangled safe there, and there's no white genocide.
I don't ever want another situation to arise where I feel that I'm a victim.
The Nells have hired private security guards and fortified their property with electric fencing.
Farmers.
Yeah.
Again, I can't believe they're like Donald Trump obviously lied about this genocide. I mean, after all, look at him. It looks like a scene out of Jurassic Park for their fucking farm.
Yeah, and it's not to protect their livestock. It's to protect themselves. The people that are coming in to rob them seem to only murder the people. They don't seem to really do a whole lot of damage to the livestock.
And like I said, it's just we don't need to give a shit about who brought it to our attention or whether or not he lied at certain points of it. We could report the true part, but we don't want to report that because that makes us look bad. So we're just going to kind of keep steering it away with, well, they were robberies. Well, they've got staunch security because, you know, the guy got his fucking dad murdered in front of him. He walks around strapped all the time. Again, on the farm. I'm going to be honest. I expect most farmers in America, Minnesota, whatever, to have firearms, to have like hunting rifles and maybe a few handguns or whatever. But if I actually like saw or thought that they were walking around strapped, like I'm like, the fuck you worried about? Like, I mean, aren't you going to ride in a tractor most of the day? Matthew Q, I would do the same to protect land and family. Right, Mr. Q. But do you have an abundance of a need? Do you feel a need or an abundance of what I would say pressure to carry that on you to protect you and your family right now on your property. Like, I'm not saying you don't ever do it or don't ever, but do you think like if you went out without it, would you really be worried on a general day? Like if it's just a day of the average for you?
Is in cameras. Many in South Africa feel they can't rely on the country's ineffective and overwhelmed police to keep them safe.
Oh, that's where it ends there. Alrighty.
And
well,
the ineffective. Oh my God! He forgot to add the word corrupt.
Well, he didn't get to that part. They cut this at that. So
Yeah.
So
They
yeah,
really
it's,
whitewashed the heck out of that.
it's much worse than people in America realize, says Elon Musk, which I would believe.
Mhm.
So yeah, even what is it, leftism, whatever. So people were even saying, it's like, look, they went there to debunk the stories of genocide, and we just find case after case of white farmer family murdered. So I don't go riding in the tractor with it, but yeah, I normally have a firearm close by, especially when I'm in the woods. Right, Mr. Q? But I'm saying you don't feel like when you're walking around in your fields or whatever on your farm, you don't feel like you need to have it with you, like, say, in the tractor. That dude literally said when he's not in the shower, he has it on his hip because he will never again be made to feel like a victim and caught with his pants down, so to speak. So pretty much that thing's with him 24/7, and he has a reason to feel like he needs to do that. And it's just, again, the problem I hate is, like, right, I get it. This guy lied about stuff when he presented his viewpoint, and he did it to make his viewpoint look good. He's a piece of shit. Agreed. But circling back to where the overall arcing viewpoint he had was technically correct. Can we address that part, please?
Yeah.
Red Scooper, does the gun stop working if you take a shower? No, I just imagine he doesn't have anything comfortable to stick it on while he's in the shower. I go to take my Viagra. Why? Because I never go anywhere without my gun, and I need something to hang it on. But I can't get too excited, or it might accidentally discharge. It's just horrible time. Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, one of those burglars, and see how inefficient the police are. Right? Like, what happens... What happens if the start mowing down the burglars? They already have, like, extremely high, like, voltage electric fences and stuff where I'm just like, okay.
And security.
And security.
An actual security walk in the, yeah.
How can you afford that? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking of America and England. Like, where is it really, like, pay to be a farmer? Like, it
doesn't anymore.
You deal in large sums of money, but that's give and take, like, as a farmer. So yeah, like your flushes are flush, but your fucking droughts are huge. So, like,
yeah.
And it's just, so now these people are paying security, armed security. Anyways, does the gun stop? No, I guess depending on the gun, it does or doesn't. If it's a Glock, it'll work if it gets wet.
Just need a shelf right above the shower head so it doesn't get wet.
You know what? If it's a SIG, it'll go off on its own. So wet, dry, don't ask why. It's just going to go bang.
Yep.
Oh, dude. So the other night, well, actually, no, correction. It was yesterday. Yesterday evening, you were doing your show and stuff. Before I went to bed early, I had a little bit of time after kiddo went back upstairs, so I did some WoW crackling with my friends, and I was in Discord talking to them, and they were talking about guns, and people were asking about someone just like, oh, I got my new handgun, but I'm still waiting for it to pass, fucking background check and all that shit, and the paperwork's taking forever, and he's bitching. And someone else was talking about their gun, and I asked what gun they had, or said something to the effect of, as long as you don't have a SIG P320. And she was like, "Oh no, why?" And I was like, "Because they go off on their own." And everyone else was like, "Yeah, because they're kind of pieces of crap and they discharge on their own." And she has a SIG and she couldn't remember which one. And I'm like, "Oh no, she's got a premature, she's got a premature discharging firearm. That poor lady."
Well, not necessarily. It's just the one SIG. It's not all of them.
Right? I'm hoping she like the other guy was saying he's hoping she had like a compact or something, and it's not the same one.
Mm.
Dang! Imagine the pregnancy rates if SIGs were penises. Oh. Would that change a lot of? I don't know. Like, you're a lady. How often is the oops-a-doodles, I swear to Christ this never happens to me thing? How real is that? Like, a lot of dudes have an oops-a-doodle problem, or
no, I've never really had.
You've never had somebody just like
with a problem
fucking exploded right out the gate, like, oh God, I didn't mean to, but I did. Accidental discharge.
No, I mean, yes, but not pre-sex. I guess
like you have guys like they get to the coitus part and it just literally just didn't last. Just oh damn it.
Yeah.
Okay, that still counts.
It happens. Yeah.
Right. Does it happen a lot?
Why are we talking about the not
he's
particularly
saying
a lot?
More people would be pregnant if if SIGs were penises, and I was about to argue, well, if rumors and stereotypes are true, then technically I'd say no, because most dudes, according to rumor, aren't most dudes like I don't like failure to launch kind of deal.
I don't know.
This whole, you know what? This whole thing is this whole thing. I'm glad nobody's supporting this financially, because this whole thing's gone completely off the rails. So we should, you know what? We should just be grateful that they're still here. And
my Discord has gone like the video of like the picture of us. It's just stalled out. It's blurry AF.
Well, I'm listed as
I'm just hoping that
connected.
it's not going to drop me.
Well, if it drops you, it drops you. But we have a couple other things. Nicholas Fuentes, with everything going on, he shared a tweet where he said "still better than Kamala?" ? And so like a lot of people were responding to it, tripping people up. I say, look, man, this is the way I look at it for anybody. If they ask me, I'd say, like, supporting someone who told you they would do a lot of stuff you wanted to see happen and finding out or, being misled by that person is way, way better of an option than voting for someone and them being like, I'm going to make this world things and support things that are actively against your interests. So I still like this whole still better than Kamala. Yes, because we didn't want this to happen. Are you saying that Kamala's version of the world would be any better? No, it'd be bad. It'd be just as bad in a different way. Some of the stuff would be the same. Some other stuff would be way worse.
This war would have probably, this specific target would have probably still happened. It just for a different
little peaks and valleys would change, but the overall picture would stay the same. Balls deep with $5. If you're trying to breed, clearing the lines with junk load is highly recommended. Get the fresh-legged swimmers in there.
There you go. There you go. You get the whack off before you get to get off inner.
I don't know, man. So I gotta blow 2 loads.
I know not how you guys work.
It's it takes so long for everything to go through that it's just I don't know what I'm supposed to do about all this. What am I supposed to I got to do this twice now, so we're going to be here for a couple hours. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm going to be chafed as fuck.
The effort.
And it's just the first time
I think the idea it is to whack off in the morning so that when you get home from work, you'll have fresh guys in there to plow your wife with.
See, that's the thing where I don't know, man. I believe when you're sending soldiers into foreign territory, that's man's work. We need mature, responsible men, and so that's why I save it up for 3 days before I nut, and then I go off like one of those anti-air. I go off like one of those anti-air cannons. I think you were watching videos of.
Yes. Yes.
Every fifth one is like past its expiration date, and that's just, half of them don't reach the shore. They ain't got it. I ain't got it left in my balls. Oh, and hey, with the YouTube that we have already, we get to count that whole 5. So that means YouTube's now at 0.
Awesome.
And then we're down to 25.
Yeah, thanks, Balls Deep.
Yes, thank you very much, Balls Deep. We're down to 25 before we even count in anything we do with Rumble and Twitch.
Nice.
Which was nice. So
now, Wild Saffron over in Rumble is asking, how did we wander into these weeds? Chevy says we didn't. They just kind of grew up around us. And Wild is now throwing dad jokes at us.
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we want to change the topic.
I mean, we can.
Do you think that's what she's trying to say? I don't know.
We're moving on with that. I just had that. That was like a quick aside thing of like still better than Kamala. Like, I hate that false argument. We'll never know what would have actually happened under a Kamala Harris presidency because she's not president. Like, period.
Well, like Chevy says, I agree with him. Iran probably would have happened sooner with her at the helm.
Maybe not. Like, here's my. It's all speculation, but here's my speculation.
It is. Yeah.
We don't have any of the ICE stuff, but we have, a lot of other stupid like gender war issues, and then on top of that, everything else stays relatively the same. Like overall, like spoiler alert, everything else stays relatively the same. None of the Doge Cats get proposed, but none of them got passed anyway.
Yeah, so it doesn't. There really isn't a
Epstein
difference
files.
there.
I bet the Epstein files don't come out.
No, Epstein files wouldn't
We
have
wouldn't
come
be
out.
talking about
the
that at all?
transgender, LGBTQ, or the two slug butts, as we call them here in Canada. They would have stayed strong and stayed in the army, but Trump's taken him out of your army and really, there's only 2 genders. He's hammering down on that.
Mm. So yeah,
she
I
probably
don't know.
would have let
Either
that
way,
insanity go on.
Either way, the whole thing, like as a whole, I'm like, no, it's still a false equivalency to be like, oh, is this still better than? It's like, no, that we didn't want that situation at all. So it's a different bad. It's not. There's no way to quantify because again, we don't know what would have actually happened. We just know what they promised. They promised us horrible dog shit that we didn't want to happen. This person promised us the world and gave us dog shit. Like that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
We got hoodwinked by
I think
having hope.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were going to talk about this. This is our last like serious story. Macron says France will allow temporary deployment of nuclear-armed jets to European allies. So
you don't just snap a photo.
You eat a dick. Fucking asshole.
Someone, I can't remember which country, but one of the countries booted you guys, you Americans, off a joint Air Force military base.
Okay.
Booted you guys out of their country. I can't remember which one it was.
Thanks.
But yeah, so
that's really
France
helpful.
is here saying you can come from this end. You can, here.
He's
It's
talking about
basically
deploying. He's talking about deploying nuclear armed aircraft. Like again, we're deploying nukes. Like, hey guys, World War III, here we go. We're deploying nukes.
Les frappes que mènent depuis hier matin les États-Unis et Israël contre l'Iran ont conduit à une escalade régionale sans précédent.
Unprecedented regional escalation.
Les attaques de missiles,
launched
drones lancés en réponse par l'Iran d'une manière totalement disproportionnée et indiscriminée ont touché des emprises militaires, de nombreuses cibles civiles chez nos partenaires et alliés de la région. Ensuite, il y a la sécurité et la souveraineté de nos partenaires dans la région. Les Émirats arabes unis sont très loin
So,
les plus touchés et les plus exposés. Le
fucking
Qatar est aussi
God, I hate it.
très
Qatar is
ciblé.
also heavily
Tous les autres
Qatar.
pays de la région ont été
This is the other thing, though. We were hearing before that they found Mossad agents in like Saudi Arabia and Qatar, like trying to set up bombs for like false flags. Right. It's not surprised, but now it's like if you're hearing they're attacking Saudi Arabia and Qatar, I'm like, are they though?
ont été frappés.
Or did some people simply not get caught?
Nous avons aux Émirats arabes unis un hangar de notre base mitoyenne, de la base émirienne, qui a été touché dans une attaque de drone qui a ciblé le port d'Abu Dhabi. Les dégâts ne sont que matériels et limités, il n'y a aucun blessé à déplorer. Mais tout cela nous conduit, là aussi, à rehausser notre posture et notre accompagnement défensif pour être aux côtés.
All right, so he's not actually literally going to say the nuke part in this, so I'm not watching it for any reason. So yeah, dude, they're launching nuclear armed fighter planes. I can't wait till the bombs start dropping. Hooray! Like we're all dead. It's fucking over. It's over.
James Caesar's making a good point. The UK is not helping the US and Israel at all. They've said nope, not going to happen. So this is really taking up NATO.
I don't care if you're for Keir Starmer or not. I don't want people helping us. I don't want us helping Israel. Like I said, like people are like Iran's a piece of shit. Like granted, but like I don't want us paying other countries not to. I don't want us involved. We get nothing out of Israel. We literally get nothing back. We give them money. We give they give asylum to people that flee our country after committing crimes. They've betrayed our country a couple of times. Like I really want to stop having these people's back. I'm not wishing ill will upon them. I'm just saying I don't like what they do. I don't want to support it. I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be tied to it. And when somebody in the region that they're doing this stuff to kind of gets, a little, I don't know, upset about it, I don't want to step in to defend them, like kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you just come and take... Who are you talking about? Again, what is he guilty of? Do you have anything? Just put him in prison for what? I don't have that power. Johnny, we don't speak fromage au baguette, says. Which is funny because I would think out of all of us here, Los Federales, you would be at least...
You would be the one that speaks the French,
I don't know about fluent in French, but definitely more familiar with it than the rest of us. I actually have... I've had French on and off. You know what's sad? If I went up there and if it's really like on everything, like dual language, so it's like written on every sign, I'll eventually pick up French, and then I'll throw that at you like with a cheesy French accent. Dude, I'm gonna out Canuck you, and then I'm gonna throw like French Canuck at you, and you're just gonna hate me.
Well, see, and that's the thing too. I grew up. Did French immersion from preschool on.
Is that where they just like dip you in Swiss cheese, or what? No. What's French immersion?
French immersion. No, that's where everything,
like French dip?
Every class that you take is taken in French. Oh. So I had an English class, and I had a French class, but all my science, my math. History, all of that was done in French. We didn't speak English at all in class. It was all done in French. Immersion. But that's not Quebec French. So any French that Los Federales could speak probably wouldn't sound like the French that I would speak.
It's too bad the Three Musketeers can't ride again. United States, Britain, and France have won so many wars together. Oh, yeah, we'll just ride around and do stuff.
Well, the problem is they are all on the same side together. The problem is they're not on the same page as the people.
Swiss cheese is French, isn't it? I could have swore Swiss cheese was French.
Swiss. It's in the name, dear. Swiss.
Oh, I thought there was like a town named Swiss in France. I could fucking care. But like, if you have French dip, they put Swiss cheese on top of French dip. I don't know. You know what? It's just it's what it is. I have an hour left in the program. and I just don't know what's going on anymore. I'm worried for the world and how we're gonna survive in it. But thank God we have the Big Bear Big Bear bald eagle camera that we can check in on. Let's go live. Actually.
Everyone's pointing that out. It's Swiss cheese, Johnny. Come on.
I love his story going. Jesus
fucking Christ,
Johnny. Matthew Q. And German cake was invented in Japan. Right? A lot of people don't know this, but the fortune cookie is an American invention, as is the pizza. As we understand it in America, it actually the pizza
we put the pineapple on the pizza.
You put the pineapple on the pizza, but I'm saying the pizza in general is an American invention based off of they did flatbreads with stuff on it, but it's not quite pizza.
Yeah.
It's really not quite pizza and everything else. And we just and then it morphed into, so then you've got the New York style thin but foldable crust. Then you have your traditional pizza pie crust with a little bit of oomph to it. And then you have the Chicago deep dish. You can get ones that are literally like a fucking cake. Those are disgusting and also probably delicious.
No, thank you. I like the good old fashioned, hand tossed. It has some it's bread dough,
Every
but there's
step
not.
Of that journey was a joy. All right. I like the good old fashioned hand tossed, right? Me too. But yeah, calzones are great. I like those. Those are amazing. That'd be a thing if I could get another one of those pizza stones. My parents had one as a kid. Get another one of those pizza stones that you put in the oven, so you heat up the oven and it's cooking on a stone surface. I'd love to do we make dough, we get our fillings to our content, we just make fucking calzones. Just make a calzone. What are you? What are you gay? Hey, I have to report. We just received someone, Los Federales, saying, "Johnny, you fucking rock. Digger, thank you for your cervix." Los Federales, and $20.
I thank you.
So we're
thank
down.
you so much.
We're down to 5, and I think that earlier hype train will probably
that
back
was
that
the
up.
20 that you said.
So yeah. So now we're down. Now we're down to 5, and March 5th is down to 5, and that might be already banked out with everything else. So thank you all so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
I appreciate it so much. You have no idea. No effing idea. All right. So what happened with the eggs? Let's go back to this one quick. For the Bear Eagle thing, let's go over to the live camera feed here and see where we're at. I don't want to have their chat up. That's for their channel. Do you remember what happened to the eggs last time?
Well, last year there was 3 eggs, all hatched. The third.
No, I'm talking. We had
died.
2 earlier, and we lost them.
Earlier in the season this year, they had 2 eggs already, and they were lost to a raven or a magpie or something like that. But it sounds like she's laid 2 more eggs. So
I can't even believe they can do that. They can pull that off in a season.
Yeah, I was surprised. I stopped watching the stream because I figured, that's it for the season. The eggs are gone. I had no idea.
There's 2 more there. I've glanced at it from time to time. We have not seen them.
Mm-hmm.
And
Jackie and Shadow are the parents. Yes.
America, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Jackie and Shadow are the parents. I believe
Ravens got them in early February, says Wild Saffron. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Ravens.
Balls deep. Eagle eggs taste like a cross between great horned owl and trumpeter swan eggs. I'm going to press X to doubt you've eaten eagle eggs. I feel like that's a crime. Can you eat the eggs of Canadian geese, Digger? If you find Canadian geese eggs, can you fucking crack them and cook them?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never asked. I don't know.
What if, and just hear me out. What if you built a golf cart, but it's a fucking like a death machine golf cart? Could you put it on the shoreline and just mow those motherfuckers down?
No, we're not allowed to hurt the geese.
Fuck.
Yeah. Sorry.
This is Big Bear Resort in California. Their first clutch and shells collapsed. Oh.
Yeah.
Like their very first clutch, the shells collapsed? Especially if you're native. You got to dispatch the parents first in all cases, unless they go out for smokes. Oh, that's horrible. Jackie is about 30 years old. Really? I didn't know eagles lived that long. 30 years old, and she's still crapping out kids, huh? Like 2 or 3 a year. That's crazy. Like old birds don't get osteoporosis? Ours do. I know a whole bunch of old birds that got osteoporosis.
Yes, riding Dirty Llama. This is the second clutch this season. That's what Wild was saying over in the Rumble. Wild and I were watching him last year. Jizz and Hammy is what we named the babies. Jizz and Hammy, and it was quite nice. Although it turns out one we named Jizz was the girl, and Hammy was the boy.
I was so done coughing, and then you told me that.
Yeah, Jizz and Hammy.
Interesting. That all right. Oh God, I'm gonna die.
My
All
Dirty Llama says the shells weaken as the female ages. So okay.
Okay.
Maybe that's what the.
So that's kind of an osteoporosis thing, because I imagine that's a similar. It's a similar deal.
Well, if they have thinner, weaker shells, that probably the ravens were able to smell them better. Too.
Maybe.
Or
I don't know.
they were there.
Easier to keep warm. So, like, these guys don't migrate, right? Like, they just stay in this nest 24/7, 365, right? Like, this is their nest. And, like, when they don't have birds, they'll. But I'm looking at it because this is February, March. Like, look, there's some snow on the ground, but that water is wide open. There's there's plenty of, like, if you can spot them, you can go get some fish.
Oh yeah.
All right, we have been sitting on this for way too long. I need to get off of there. It's almost like they breed like chickens, says Mr. Q. Not really. Like, chickens pop out eggs like crazy. I don't know how many do they have in a clutch. They do fly to non-nesting areas.
Okay.
Right, but they keep coming back.
So
to
they're at the nest because they've had the clutch, but when they're not actually sitting on the eggs or teaching them to fly, once that's done, they go elsewhere for the rest of the year.
That makes a certain amount of sense. They go on vacation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They go on vacation as soon as the baby birds are out of the nest. We're going on vacation. But Mom, who's gonna wash my feathers? Figure it out your fucking self. We're done. You had your time. You had your time, son. Oh my God, that's just our first hour of stuff, and we have an hour left in the show.
We've only got an hour left.
And then we're gonna be back tomorrow. So you streaming tonight? What's up? Is that a thing? You mentioned you were switching things around, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was going to, but I realized why I chose Tuesday. So Tuesday has to still be my day off, unless like today I'm not doing anything. So reading stream will be Thursday morning, and chatting with chat streams will be Wednesday night. So tomorrow
night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tomorrow night.
I'm so grateful we got that established. I was, this is confusing. Hammy and Jizz, says Wild Saffron. Yeah, Hammy and Jizz, may their feathers forever fly free. So there were 2 last time. Have they ever actually had like 3 babies and raised them? I don't know. I gotta say this, like eagles.
No, there were 3, but the third one died. Early on, probably because it wasn't getting enough food.
Well, I'll say this, like the 2 of them are cool, like, but baby fucking eagles look ugly as shit. Like adult eagles
really
look
cute
cool
when they poop. It's really cute when they back
up over
to the edge of the thing so that they can poop over the edge.
Right?
They don't poop in the nest. Even as brand new babies, brand new, just born out and hatched.
They understand.
They still know enough.
They understand
to back
hopping
their ass
over
out,
there.
Yeah, to the outside, poop outside of the nest.
The things you take joy in, like delight me.
It's like
a childlike joy in how a baby bird shits is just.
It's awesome.
Oh, all right. So, oh god,
yeah,
that's
squirts.
Right. I gotta.
Yeah, they get
I gotta
good
read
distance
that.
with
That's
that.
it. So we've got for our second hour stuff. We've got some not awesome news in the world of. Oh, and you had a different video for that, so we'll have to play a different video for that. Not awesome world news, entertainment wise. Got a couple videos. We've got a Supreme Court case thing that I hate had to be a Supreme Court case thing. But hey, I guess technically it's like, hey, we got this Supreme Court case. This is a win for whatever. Like, yeah, but it's a loss for us because we literally had to do this. Like,
Have a
and
case
then we've got
for
a thing about Chloe Cole, someone I've been kind of following what's going on with her, like kind of because I found it interesting. First off,
Who's
the thing,
Chloe Cole?
Well, we'll get to that in just a minute. I'll explain all that to you.
Okay.
First off, this one. So Bruce Campbell has revealed he's still alive currently, but he's revealed he has incurable cancer. The actor apologizes to fans for cancellations, but remains optimistic about recovery time. The Evil Dead star Bruce Campbell announced he's been diagnosed with cancer and will be canceling upcoming appearances. On Monday night, Campbell took to X to share that he has a treatable but not curable type of cancer. I apologize if that was a shock. It was for me too. I'm posting this because professionally a few things will have to change. Appearances and cons and work in general need to take a backseat to treatment, Campbell continued. The horror star said he hopes to be well by the summer so he can tour with his comedy movie Ernie and Emma this fall. There are several cons this year that I have to cancel, he continued. Big regrets on my part. Treatment needs to be treatment and professional obligations don't always go hand in hand. Campbell kept the rest of his message short and sweet, explaining that he's not trying to enlist sympathy or advice. I just want to get ahead of this information in case false information gets out, which it will. Fear not, I am a tough old son of a bitch, and I have great support, so I expect to be around for a while. As always, you're the greatest fans in the world, and I hope to see you soon, Campbell concluded. So yeah, Bruce Campbell,
oh shit,
freaking cancer diagnosis, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I more than even Evil Dead for me is his role in the well, I'm closing this. It's my brain is spacing. Shit, what was Burn Notice? His role in Burn Notice.
Yes,
I
Burn
loved
Notice was
him in
great.
Burn Notice. Like, so that's my big one. Like, I know everyone's like, dude, Evil Dead. But I remember him before Burn Notice. I remember him from fucking Hercules and Xena.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, he's been around for a long time. He didn't just do the Evil Dead series, even though
that's
that's
what everyone knows him for. That's the big cult classic.
Yeah,
the Sam Raimi stuff.
I made you watch it, didn't I? Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, we watched Bubba Hotep.
Yeah, awesome movie. Loads of fun. Bubba Hotep.
You and
if you're
I view
a Bruce
those things
Campbell
differently.
fan and you have not seen Bubba Hotep, please do. You'll enjoy it. It's definitely a Bruce Campbell movie. It's awesome.
Oh man, I watched My Name is Bruce, and the story behind how that was made was always a big thing to me.
I did
Bruce
see
was
that.
good in
Yeah.
Doctor Strange too. Yeah, he was in Doctor Strange. I don't remember.
I haven't seen that yet.
Well, we're working through the movies in a weird way
We're working
because
through
you're
it,
like
yeah.
fuck it, I don't care. Let's just watch stuff. And then like we started watching more and more, and now you're like, oh well, we know this person's gonna be fine because we saw him in this movie. And I'm like, yeah, I kind of blew that ooh suspense moment, but whatever.
Yeah.
You said you didn't care, so I
that's
don't
okay.
care. There's so many
Yeah, I'm
goddamn
not too
movies
worried.
we're gonna have to remind you about shit later anyway. So it's like fucking.
Well, that's exactly the thing. My brain it doesn't hold stuff like
Right?
that. And yeah, it's like 50 First Dates. It's me. I can watch the same movie over and over again and not remember it. Takes a lot to imprint lines in my head.
So you've never
I
seen
have to
Flight of the
watch the
Navigator?
movie.
All right.
I've seen it ages ago.
Have you seen any of the Avengers movies yet? You've seen Avengers?
That's what we started with.
No, we didn't start
Wasn't
with
it?
Avengers. We did a couple
Well,
of
we
movies.
did the Infinity.
Yeah,
thing.
we did the
The
you wanted to
trilogy
see
for
you wanted to see the Guardians of the Galaxy. And so
yeah, that's it. Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah.
we did Guardians of the Galaxy like 1 and 2, and then I'm like, well, we have to do Infinity War before we can do 3 because Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is post Infinity War. So like we did that, like we just jumped around like crazy. And then you've seen the first Avengers movie, I think. Yeah, you have.
Yes.
You've
Yes.
seen the first Avengers movie. We've seen
And
we
we
watched
the first
Captain America
Doctor
before that.
Strange.
No, we didn't watch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
And-
did watch the first Doctor
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah.
And
And
then
we just watched The Winter Soldier.
yeah, the Winter Soldier. So we're kind of ready for Avengers 2, Age of Ultron, and then we get to do like the Thor movie and
Oh yeah, the third Thor movie because I haven't seen that one.
right. I think that's Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Or is Ragnarok 4?
Can't remember.
I don't remember. Love and Thunder, I thought was 4. So
I have no idea. Yeah. So it's funny. We haven't watched the Black Panther yet. Yeah,
Spies.
haven't seen that
Bunch
one
of
yet.
bitchy little girls. Oh, dude, he was great in Burn Notice. He was great in the Burn Notice movie directed by Jeffrey Donovan, the Sam Axe.
Oh, I didn't know there
Yeah.
was such a
There's
thing.
a Burn Notice movie that's like the Sam
Oh.
Axe story, and it's about his gig in South America that goes tits up, and he ends up doing stuff and kind of breaking the rules, but doing the right thing in the long run, kind of deal. Like, so even though he did the right thing the wrong way. So it's like the military can't punish him, but can't not punish him. So they give him like a early discharge with benefits, whatever, and he goes, and it ends with him going to it pretty much explains how he ended up in Miami. And
Okay.
there's a guest appearance by
That'd be
Jeffrey
good.
Donovan. The movie's directed by Jeffrey Donovan, which was hilarious.
Cool. Yeah. I had no idea there was such a thing. That'd be great to see.
I have the DVD. Only thing better than the actual movie itself, if you're a Burn Notice fan, only thing better than that is like the behind the scenes stuff where they talk about Jeffrey Donovan's weird obsession with the donkey or the burro, as whoever is saying it. Like they say it in like Spanish and blah 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 la burro, and he's like sitting there looking at it, and it's just like, oh my god, this is funny. So apparently Jeffrey Donovan went nuts, and the only person he could
Nice.
rely on was the burro, according to that. But yeah, no, it's a fun time. It's a great thing.
Okay.
It's a good movie. So yeah, we'll read this quick. This is a rip and read. Supreme Court of the United States just said that California schools cannot hide gender transitions from parents.
Yay.
This is one of those like, hey, it's a victory. And then it's like one we didn't need to have.
Yeah.
Like we did, but that's
The
what I'm
fact
saying.
that we did is
the loss.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what your politics on it are. It's just unless we're literally saying the parents are like have to remand the custody of these children, you can't like hide the fact that you're planning to have them go through something that will irrevocably change them. And when we have the other thing, the Chloe Cole lawsuit thing, which again brings us to, you cannot say that, oh, this is for their best interest. They know what they want. Like we have proof that some of them changed their mind. And again, I feel like it's this weird mind fog thing. Does nobody remember how like when we were all younger, we were all taught like there's like a puberty age level of uncomfortableness in your own skin that dissipates as you get older, as you grow into your body and you discover more about who you are as a person and start really establishing yourself with ideas. Because we've been pumping you full of information and stuff this whole time. You finally understand how all of the world works and how most of the stuff in it generally behaves, and you've got a level of knowledge to interact with the world. Now you get to kind of use this noodle up here and figure yourself out. Like that was the whole deal. Mm-hmm. And it turns out for a lot of these detransitioners, they kind of say that's the thing. they kind of figured themselves out. And but at the end of it, they figured themselves out, and their voice was too deep, and they cut their titties off, and now they don't know who to blame. Like, that's kind of where it's at. I got 2 turntables on my phone.
Sad.
So,
I'm gonna have to stand up and turn off my camera for a moment.
All right,
I'll be here, but
so yes, the emergency case raised fundamental questions about whether or not parents have a right to know that their child is going through a gender transition at school, and whether or not districts have an obligation to respect a student's privacy wishes. Considering that the districts are often the ones that are like supplying information and support to take this route and this avenue and this option,
and binders.
Yeah, they should have to report it to the parents, because they're taking the parents' tax dollars to run these institutions, if I'm not wrong. So the parents have every right to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And historically, White is saying they still do it, though. Well, they may still do it, but Florida is taking action and putting laws in place. They won't be doing it for much longer there. If they want to keep doing that sort of teaching, they'll have to go elsewhere.
And then, like I said, they're doing like someone's proposing, if I remember, it's either like South Carolina or Louisiana. They literally called it like the Chloe Cole, or maybe it was Florida, the Chloe Cole law that's like gonna ban that stuff too. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm sorry, like, and I understand there are a group of people that'll say and swear, and maybe they're telling the truth legit, that like, I was born to be a woman and I wish I could have transitioned when I was little, or I'm glad I transitioned when I was little. Like, right. But there's so many people who don't, and this system is impossible to tell the people who should from the people who shouldn't. It's just a better rule and healthier for all parties, you included, involved. If we say, let your body go through its natural hormone processes, and then if at the end of all of that, you still want to be a dude, it's going to be a lot easier for your body to handle the surgery. It's going to be a lot easier for your body to handle like the testosterone stuff. It's not going to have quite the effect it would have if you started when you were early. But again, for the people that this gets misdiagnosed on, the Chloe Coles, they will never feel comfortable in their own skin ever again for their entire life. And it's like, because, and we did that because they went through them. Oh, there is.
There's more than a few of them that will never bear children.
Oh, and I still feel like that's kind of like tinfoil hat overarching conspiracy. I feel like that's what the aim is. We're trying to get the pleb class to breed down because we have too many idiots taking up space. Robots are becoming more capable of doing more stuff, and it's just like there's too many poor dumb idiots. You know, it'd be really nice if we could just drop a few of them off. Guess who won't be reproducing? Like, boom. So that's my personal belief anyways. So yeah, they're saying we concluded that the parents who seek religious exemptions are likely to succeed on the merits of their freedom to exercise clause claim. Court said that it unassigned the order. Yeah, so parents who assert a free exercise claim have a sincere religious belief about sex or gender, and if they feel a religious obligation to raise their children in accordance with those beliefs, the court wrote, California's policies violate those beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
And so
meanwhile, in Canada, they're making it illegal to read passages of the Bible out loud.
Wow.
We're kind of going the opposite direction.
Well, that's because there's only 3 liberal justices on the Supreme Court. They all dissented from the opinion that the school should. Again, I go at it from the sense that, like, whenever I tell doctors, like, my legs don't work, fuck it, cut them off. They literally come at me like, if I'm serious about that, they're like, well, we need to start talking. That's crazy talk. And it's like, why is that crazy talk? Why is that legit crazy talk? And yet if someone goes, I have this perfectly functioning body, but I just can't barely even. No, you're supposed to be a dude or a chick or vice versa. Let's change your gender. Like, how is that not crazy talk? That's a completely different. That's the same thing for a completely different reason and a completely different body part. So overall, it should be the same thing. Like, crazy is crazy. Right. Like recognizes like. Oh, speaking of movies, James Gunn might leave the WB. Yeah, I saw about that. DC's been boned from day one. They had a window open for one short period of time, saying, Caesar, I'm not going to go off on this. Infinity War is going to crush Digger. It did. Infinity War totally crushed Digger. Infinity War broke Digger the way Infinity War breaks a lot of people with Peter Parker saying, I don't want to go. Like he's like, I don't want to go, Mr. Stark. I don't want to go.
Yeah.
Please, I don't want to go. And then
but more importantly, no, it was the Guardians of the Galaxy. They all disappeared. There was like just the two of them left.
Right? Rocket had to lose Groot.
Groot was gone. Everyone was gone. It was very sad. Very sad movie.
But yeah, so either way, but yeah, the DC thing, what was I saying about that? So like DC had one brief moment of hope with the Snyderverse stuff. If they would have stuck it out and done the because I felt the Batman v Superman movie was a little forced, and I originally didn't like the Justice League, Dawn of Justice League or whatever, and I really didn't care for it. And then I went back and watched like the Snyderverse whatever director's cut of both of them. And when you watch the movie that he wanted to do, if they would have stuck to that stuff, like they would have been building a Marvel-esque empire of movies right now with different stuff. They would have been able to go off with all of that if they hadn't burned bridges with a whole bunch of shit. Even the stupid what's his nut is the Flash. But again, I really don't understand how you don't get Grant Gustafson to do that. You had a beautiful franchise established on TV. Was it movie magic? No, but Grant Gustafson could have pulled off the character on the big screen. I argue he would have done a hell of a lot better than the guy you had. So, suck my dick.
Yeah, see, and that's the thing. I watched all the Fox the TV series, and I enjoyed all the characters there.
Of what?
I think it's
like,
the DC.
Oh, you mean Flash and Arrow, Green Arrow, and
yeah, the Flash and Green Arrow, and even like the Kung Fu dude, the white Kung Fu dude with the super curly hair.
That's different. That's
made no sense.
That's Marvel. That's Danny Rand and God, what is the name of that character now? The frickin' fist of something. Iron Fist.
Iron Fist, yes. Yeah. There was a series of superhero TV shows that's how I found out about oh shit, not the Predator. The dude that goes out and murders all the bad guys because they murdered his family.
Oh, the Punisher?
Punisher, yeah. He's got no superpowers at all. He's got his wrath and vengeance, and he does amazing things with it. Didn't know that character ever existed. The TV series with the guy from Walking Dead was great. It was awesome.
Oh, John Barenthal? Yeah.
Yeah.
John Barenthal doesn't like playing that character because I guess he's one of those method actor people. And so when he gets into like Frank Castle's head, he's like, he doesn't like the dark place that is.
Yeah.
I find it really funny because I've seen a bunch of things.
Well.
I don't think I've ever seen the Dolph Lundgren Frank Castle Punisher movie.
Yeah.
Wait, you have?
Yeah. Yeah. I'll totally watch it again.
Never seen it. But like
I have since watched all the Punisher movies. From the original.
What's your favorite Punisher? Who's your favorite Punisher then? This is almost like the James Bond question.
Honestly, it's John Barenthal. I really do. I know I hate it. Dolph does an amazing Punisher, and he does a great job. And I love it.
See, I thought you were going to say
the first I ever saw was John.
I thought you were going to say Thomas Jane. Like him and the John him.
Fuck, I forgot it was I forgot he was in there. Oh gosh. No, but still no, John Barenthal. I would still say he's my favorite Predator. Or not Predator. See, my brain.
Los Federales came back. What I missed last I saw was an eagle in a nest. We talked about something. I don't remember what we just talked about. Oh yeah, parental rights
Thomas
scoring
Jane
a major victory.
Glass.
And Evil Dead star Bruce Campbell has a quote unquote incurable cancer diagnosis, but like treatment is doable. So we'll see how it goes. It's Thomas Jane for me because he was pre John Barenthal. I don't mind John Barenthal's Punisher, but here's what I think about when I think of one, the guy in Punisher Badlands or Warzone, the guy in Punisher Warzone, like, no offense, dude, that doesn't really rate for me. That's just blah. Like, and it's not even his fault. It's because the movie like didn't seem to have a whole lot in the writing department and just relied on like loose like plot stuff and ultra carnage and here's a bunch of carnage and here's Frank Castle murdering more people. Like, I liked the Thomas Jane because the violent part happened at the end of the movie. He did different stuff to people, but like it's more about like he built his case, if you will. It's more of like a detective story in a way. And maybe that's not accurate to the character. I don't read a whole lot of the comics, but he kind of like, he figured out who his enemy was. He hit him in the right ways. And then at the end of it, he's like, I didn't kill your wife. I made you kill your wife. I made you kill your wife. And then I did this, did that. And he's like, you killed my son. And he's like, and he did. So he's like, well, he didn't kill his son, but he was involved in what got his son killed. So he's like, as an undercover agent, so he's just like, so he just owns it. He's just like, yep, both of them. And his other son blows up. And then at the end of it all, like, he just sets him off into a fiery thing of exploding cars. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is awesome. Like, you're punishing the guy, not just I'm murdering him. So I felt like it elevated it more. Barenthal brings it back to just murdering people. Like, they're bad people and he's doing it for good reason. But I think of Barenthal's Punisher as like, whoa, like he does whenever he starts attacking stuff. Because that's the way it is. Yeah, what are you going to do, Rad? What are you going to do when they come for you? I got my boy in my head, Rad. And then I hear us every day, kill the bad guy, Daddy. Kill the bad guy. And then like when they start fighting, whoa, like that's his thing every time. Like, go back. Like, I'm sorry, I'm about to ruin John Barenthal's Punisher for you. Watch the entire thing. Like, we can watch it together. Every single every time an automatic weapon is fired, his mouth is just like open, like he's about to accept a tennis ball, and he's just at the bottom of his voice, like.
You may have, yeah. Don't tell me that. I really enjoyed it, but then, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'd seen the Dolph one as a kid. I didn't realize it was a superhero. Yes, then I saw the John Barenthal one, and my ex really loves the Punisher, so he made me watch the other movies.
Okay. Well, then I will stop shitting on it for those reasons. I should say, like, comic book wise, like, I'm not like a true comic book nerd. I've watched a lot of stuff that comic book nerds have made that break down stuff, and I've watched a lot of the movies. Like, in fact, weirdly enough, I think I've seen like a shit ton of almost all the movies. And then, but like comic books themselves, it's just Deadpool. Like, that is the only time I have coloring books with Deadpool. I have actual comic books with Deadpool. Like, it is just Deadpool. It's the only one that we break stride for. The rest of them, we don't fucks with that. All right, so let me grab your. You said it was in the side chat. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Grab that link. Boom. So this is a breakdown of what you're talking about. Wait, no, this is the donkey thing.
No. Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Would be the last one.
Now it says 3. I was there. It said 1, and now it says 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I threw a couple dad jokes.
You just can't. You just can't stop yourself. I love you. All right.
You said grab dad jokes, so I did.
Right.
I had to put them somewhere. I'm not gonna remember
so,
them. My memories are too.
This is again. This is what's coming up. So BC's Lower Mainland has been like officially awarded to a like native tribe or whatever.
Yeah, the Musqueam tribe. So these ladies will explain it more, but if you guys remember, we talked a little while ago about a bunch of people in Richmond and just finding out that the titles to their land was given back to the Musqueam tribe in reparations. You know, it's gone back to the So people who had been farming the land for generations were losing it. But they've decided to do it on a larger scale. So it's not just small little area anymore. The whole lower mainland has been given over.
All right. Well, let's
this is
let's
fun.
go over the so yeah, like you and I have been going back and forth. You and I have been going back and forth because you're like, but if I were gonna live in America, why would I want to live in Minnesota? And I don't have a whole like huge list of reasons, like because the weather's not great for me with my condition, and I don't know how it'll be for you, but you want 4 seasons, like, yeah, but we go a couple different places for that. Really, it's just for me. It's the one reason why I'm like, well, this area.
Yeah, it's kiddo. Yeah,
it's the one thing. And God, she's an adorable reason. But
oh, for sure.
But yeah, but other than that, but then when it's like we talk and I'm like, fuck it, I'll go up there. Especially since like everybody I talk to is like that's been in there. Oh, it's just so beautiful up there, and you're like, you're right, right. Like every time I was like, they keep telling me it looks like. You're like, right? It is. Oh my God! Like, thank you. Like you're getting. You almost act like you're getting complimented, which I love. You're just like, yes, it is. I accept this praise on behalf of Canada. Like it's just like okay, fine. But then to quote you, but if this kind of crap is going on there, why do I want to live there?
This is just the lower mainland.
Right
like
now.
I've
well, like I
said
told
this
you
before. The lower mainland is like a being unto an entity unto itself. They're very, very woke, very liberal. We're the rest of us aren't.
Drawn to its presence.
Hey, wait, Jimmy. Thanks for the raid. Yeah,
Lexi asking
the rest
Dennis
of
to start
BC
again.
is normal.
The rest of BC is normal. Yeah, but like I said, it's going to spread. Hey, Awake Jimmy's viewers. Hey, guys, we're going for another half hour. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate the hell out of you guys all joining us. We're talking about Canada. Apparently, a chunk of Canada is awarding land that people live on. Like, I don't know how big the area is. I think they'll talk about it.
All of Vancouver, all of the city of Vancouver.
All of the city of
The
Vancouver.
entire city of Vancouver, the entire city of Surrey, the entire city. We've got Burnaby, Port Moody, Pitt Meadows, Port Coquitlam. We've got the North Shore. It would mean the Vancouver Island and all the islands that are a part of that. That would all go back to them as well.
So has this actually
the
happened?
entire lower mainland, from Chilliwack to the ocean,
again, crazy
is now fair game. So where my dad lives,
and British Columbia continues to be one of the worst places in this country when it comes to property rights.
So you guys are all going to get evicted.
This is from DH Urbanize. The Government of Canada's landmark agreement recognizes Musqueam First Nations Aboriginal title in Metro Vancouver. Guys, what could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong?
Metro Vancouver.
Control over fisheries, marine planning, and emergency response. Oh, good gracious. Along parts of the south coast of British Columbia will increasingly be shared by the Musqueam Indian Band under 3 new agreements signed with the government of Canada last week. More importantly, the deal also formally recognized Musqueam's Aboriginal rights and establish a framework for joint governance in the First Nations traditional territory. Good luck renewing your mortgages, everybody.
Right?
I think this is going to cause real problems for
These people
the
are way
fishery
too
there,
comfortable taking,
especially for
from useful people. Chilliwack sounds like a fun place. Chilliwack is a fun place. There will be a day where people say over my dead body and mean it. Yes, Scruffy. If Bill C9 gets passed, it'll be legal to quote scripture in public.
You mean illegal?
My dad, when we go out for dinner, we pray before we eat our meal. Even though we're in a restaurant, we still pray before we have our meal. That's going to be illegal. Like my dad, my retired happy-go-lucky dad could end up arrested because he prayed in a restaurant.
I too pray before I eat my meal, but I'm not religious, so I just say rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub, After I'm done, I'm gonna
Yay,
need a tub.
God.
So give me some water and give me some suds. And I'll need someone to wash my duds. I don't know. We ran out of room. Most of my property tax dollars go to schools, not transition procedures, says Pat Fargo. Yeah, but I feel like your schools that get the tax dollars shouldn't then be able to talk to the students about set transition procedures without talking to you. That completely threw me off. It's a bit of a callback. He might be a touch behind.
Lexi's saying renewing your mortgage. What does that mean? Well, just that. The titles, the land titles, have all been reverted back to the Musqueam Band. So basically, the Musqueam Band, under the leadership of its chief, own all that property, all of that land. So if they decide they don't want you running that fishery,
but here's my question now. I have a very legit question. Say you're paying a mortgage, but you don't own the land anymore. It's been given back.
Right.
So who the fuck are you paying and why?
That's the point.
Why? Like, I wouldn't be. That would be my thing. They would. If I lived in that territory, I'm not paying them a dime. I'm saving all my money, and they're like, "Hey, no, you owe us for your property, like, or we'll foreclose." But like, kiss my dick. My land isn't mine anymore. It belongs to them. So I'm holding on to my money until I find out when the rent comes due, how much I suddenly owe. Like, that's where that's going.
Yeah, see, the titles have exchanged hands to the tribe. So they get to decide whether or not they want to continue mortgages or leases. They get to decide all of that.
Damn it. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Let me sit here and eat my spuds. That was pretty decent. Thank you, Rod Dirty Llama. The banks are paying rent to the natives. Somebody's got to be like...
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, whoever's handling the mortgages, they're just answering to a different owner now, right?
Right, but...
the band owns the title now. There was discussion. There was one gentleman in Richmond. The bank was now refusing to renew his mortgage, even though his family had farmed that land for generations. They just are not renewing his mortgage. So he's hooped. The land is gone because it's being given back to the tribe. And the
Does
tribe
Canada even have a military? That's an excellent question. Does Canada have a military?
We had a lot of people quit our military. I had a lot of friends who quit just before the COVID happened. So
you're saying yes,
what
but
left?
You're not...
I don't know. We apparently have a Navy, and we just bought some new planes.
Well,
for
I
an
mean,
Air Force.
you have a Navy, you have a canoe. You know, like I'm a horrible person. All right, I don't know that I want to really get going on the Chloe Cole lawsuit. I'm probably like boring. Everybody from Jimmy's channel like had fun watching him lose like his shit at video games and then come over here and like, yeah, fuck this guy and his stupid current affairs bullshit. So I was telling you about this. We'll kind of go through this. Chloe Cole is a detransitioner. She's suing the doctors and the people involved. And, yeah, I don't know. She's suing them for fraud, malpractice, and damages after they medically transitioned her because she said the drugs, the procedures, everything else caused her irreparable harm and damage. And, yeah, I hope she wins. I'm not really going to go through that more. It's kind of a bummer one to do. This one's way more fun. Alrighty. So Spanish speakers are calling the state, and they get this when they use the Press 2 for Spanish. In Washington, they got an AI, and they said, "Hey,
DC or state?
Washington State. I don't think DC.
Yeah.
So if you request Spanish in Washington State, like when you call the government services thing, you're gonna get like the AI transcribed phone thing." Well, hey guys, this is how they think of you.
You have reached the driver licensing service line. If you are calling about a vehicle or boat, please press 1. Please press 1 for English. 2 para español. Trivia русского. So bom. Thank you for calling the Department of Licensing Customer Support Center. For assistance with scheduling a driver licensing office appointment, canceling an existing appointment, or questions about an upcoming appointment, please press 1. All other callers, please stay on the line. Thank you.
Why is she still speaking in English?
Because English with a heavy Spanish accent is how the AI thought, like, Spanish speakers should be treated.
Good Lord.
It's just a step above, like, dude, it's just a step above, like, a Cheech and Chong impersonation.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Mexican Americans, they like to drive, but a lot of times they don't have a license. Like,
oh, wow. Oh, my goodness.
Thank you, Washington State. And AI, like, I'm glad, guys. Let's keep relying on the AI to do everything. You know, not like goofy, cartoony photos aside, like, or as some of us request, body accurate pictures of their favorite people. Like, and I still gotta get, I've got to get, like, I don't know if Jimmy's still here. I gotta get, Jimmy, I got to get them photos from when you did the AI stuff.
Right.
I want to make those.
The food truck.
Right. I want to make
market
those.
Food truck. Yeah.
I want to make those as T-shirts for people because it's so bad. Like, that's one where I don't care if you bought the shirt, like, and I got $5 and you're happy with it. You're in on the bit. Have fun wearing that. You know, like, people are going to ask questions. I'm not going to be able to answer them. It's just not going to be a thing. So there we go. There, close that out. Oh God, I still can't believe it. That's what you get. According to the Associated Press, the Washington DOL, Department of Labor, I'm guessing, issued a statement apologizing for the AI. DOL apologizes for the error and its customers for any inconvenience. The agency said a separate statement the previous day about an unfortunate byproduct of expanding services is that the DOL found problems with self-service options, right? Just a slight problem with the press 2 for Spanish and you get just Spanish accent.
Oh. See, it's interesting. Why don't we just make or ask the people that come into our countries to speak the language of our country? Why do we need to set up different? I mean, like, we've got choose 1 for English, choose 2 for French, but we speak both those languages in the country. We don't have 3 for Punjabi and 4 for Mandarin, and like, just seems.
What about my logo on the tees? I got Brian Dirty Llama say, don't forget your logo on the tees. What do I got to do to my? Is there something I was supposed to do to my logo on the tees? They're trying to replace us, obviously. I don't know what the plushie logo is. You mean you need, like, the color version of the? I'm not sure what we're talking about. But yeah, as for Jimmy harassing him to get him, I'm gonna keep asking. It's being lazy. I wasn't expecting to get rated today. I've asked him several times. I bring it up. Johnny, question: Cyberpunk is coming to Game Pass. Is it worth a playthrough? I don't know. That's a very vague question. What kind of games do you like to play? I personally enjoyed Cyberpunk. If you have free access to it, I mean, try it. Worst case scenario, you won't like it. But it's been so streamlined now from when it launched. It's 10 times better of a game. And graphics are pretty tits. A lot of super fun stuff in it, like Sir Stifilus. Sir Stifilus is pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some interesting moments can be had in that game. The ability to make people's heads just explode is kind of cool.
Sure.
Or
to
make people off themselves because of a like, I still can't believe that game came up with an S-word hack that you can use on enemy characters, and they just go nope, and they're done, and they take themselves out. I'm like, wow, holy Jesus. some things I get it that it passed and it's just a game and whatever, it's not real, but still like, whoa. Wow. Shooters and racers. Well, there's a lot of shooting, there's a fair amount of racing. I would equate it less to a GTA game and more of like a I don't know. It's all first person. It's whatever.
Wild is saying Sir Syphilis? No.
Sir Stiffalis, pronounced together as Sir Stiffilis by most people.
Yeah. Stiff phallus.
Stiff phallus. But that's one
together.
word. Sir Stiffilis.
Mm-hmm.
Sir Stiffilis? Yeah, it's Sir Stiffilis.
Yeah. Yeah. But well, tell her what it is.
Oh,
you tell
it's
it.
It's a giant dildo that you can use to bludgeon people to death. And like when you first whip it out, you click a button at the bottom and click, and it's like, and then yeah, you can beat people to bloody pulp with Sir Stiffilis. I won't go into how you can get your hands on this remarkable accessory in the game, but let's just say you go on a journey that makes me question where in a very vague area of time is conveyed in brief visual moments, and I ask myself, at the end of that, you're left sitting there with Sir Stiffilis, and I'm like, where was he in the mix and when?
Yes.
It's a very interesting game, I guess. But you go in and you can pick your gender. Stop current-daying us. No, it's a fun game. Realistically, though, it's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
I ran out of water. I really shouldn't. I'm not built to do vapes. Not cool.
Yeah.
All right. So we have this from earlier today. A small plane crashed on the Hudson River, and 2 on board, both survived. So let's
that's good.
Let's go to this.
Happy news.
Well, yeah, I'm super glad they survived. Stop fucking with me, man. All right. I don't want to ask about this video. Fuck off.
I just had a Cessna 172 go down in the Hudson River.
Breaking news right now on News 12. An emergency plane landing in the Hudson River tonight. It happened near the southbound side of the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. And we're told this was a small plane. It came from an airport on Long Island. Details still coming into our newsroom right now. News 12's Jackie Gillis is near the scene
it's not
tonight.
quite breaking.
She's got a bird's eye view here. What can you show us here, Jackie?
I want to see the plane. Show the plane where it hit.
Yeah, so as you said, this is still a developing story. We're still waiting for...
By the way, Jackie, like, fucking props to you. You've got to be cold as shit. Like, no offense. Jackie, get a jacket.
A lot of that information to come in, but what we do know is that the plane was coming from Long Island when it suddenly lost power. The call came into 911 shortly after 8 p.m. this evening, according to Orange County Executive Steve Newhouse. The plane
I love that we keep showing this one pan shot. I saw a picture of the plane. Where's that?
200 feet offshore.
Let's see the
Both
plane.
passengers were accounted for,
And
but
here we go
Newhouse
again.
tells us that the pilot did
know what we
refuse
should do?
treatment, but that they were
Show that
both taken
person
to an
walking
area
by
hospital
again. There we
just
go.
for observation.
There
we are
we go.
also just finding out that the FAA is going to be investigating this incident. Again, this
So they
is a
don't even show
developing
it.
story, so we'll be sure to bring you the latest information on air and online at news12.com.
I hate you people. You guys promised me a fucking thing. I saw pictures of this. The people had pictures of the plane when it crashed. Like, the plane was in the water. It was up to the wings. Scruffy, just keep showing the chick, right? How many times does she have to runway model walk this thing? Just stay on old Jackie freezing her nips Gillis over there. Like, the plane crashed into the water to the point where, like, the wings and just the very top of the plane and the tail were the parts above. And there's ice around it all over the place, like those broken floating chunks of ice you saw behind her. Like, that was around it all over the place. I was expecting them to show that, where I'm like, look, dude, I don't know, man. We're going to crash in that water. They crashed in that water, got in that water, got out, and survived. Other than obviously being, like, hypothermic.
Yeah.
Mr. Q saying Jackie is a tough bee. Don't mess with that woman. She took a defense course. Jackie Gillis, you know this for a fact? I don't know this. Figure out it all. Props. Hit a cameraman. He definitely understood the assignment. All right, Los Federal. I don't know. She's. You're talking. Were we talking about the lady that was walking, or are we talking about old Jackie Gillis live? Like, I just.
I know who not know.
Who are we at? I don't know. It's 4:15 and I'm super confused. So that's most of our, I think most of our second hour stories. We've kind of burned through those. Yeah, because we went through that kind of quick.
Okay.
So we've got all of that. I have a couple of stories for hour 3 as always. You're going to be joining us again tomorrow, and then you said you're doing your chatting with chat stream tomorrow night?
Yes, tomorrow night.
Yes. Okay.
So same bat time, same bat channel, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern. You guys in the middle, figure it out, please.
Look, bud, I can't come down there with some Timbits and a double-double and do you the math, all right? Figure it out, bud. Get after it and get her done.
Well, there's a couple of you, aren't there? There's Central and there's Mountain.
Buck up and learn a conversion table, bud.
So anyways, yeah, that'll be tomorrow. I hang out and I talk to the chat about whatever they want to talk about.
6
And
Central,
I've got the
5
new
Mountain.
intro and I love it.
Yes, I did hear
6
the new
Central,
intro.
5 Mountain.
Brian's intro song was very, very interesting. You very much enjoy it yourself, so
yes.
I will admit it is a catchy little jingle. It is a fun little ditty. So let's grab, where is it? Wait a minute. Why do we have a Guinness World Records thing? I don't remember grabbing a Guinness World Records thing. Oh, wait, never mind. I did grab a Guinness World Records thing. Is there a video with it? Usually these Guinness World Records things have a video. And you suck. The one time I really want a video. We do have a picture, so I'll show you the picture. I again don't know what purpose this serves, but the world's smallest oh god, these stupid ads everywhere. I was trying to do this to avoid this. Dude,
we're not doing a spring forward, fall back anymore. This next spring, we'll spring forward for the last time here in BC. Then there will be no more daylight savings times in BC.
So a 24-year-old electronics enthusiast in India has officially constructed the world's smallest arcade machine. It only runs Space Invaders. So that's the only game it plays. Do you want to see what the world's smallest arcade machine looks like?
Yes, please. Oh, wow.
Right? It's 0.98 inches tall. Yeah, it's playable. The only game it plays is Space Invaders. And oh boy, does that look like that's going to be a hard game to play on that screen. I'm guessing it's like left, right, and shoot.
And shoot.
For the 3 buttons.
Yeah.
So this dude's in India. His name is Kiran Patil. Said he had been fascinated by electronics since he was a child, and over the years, This interest led him to experiment with multiple microelectronic projects. I have built many electronic projects before involving microcontrollers and displays, but this is the first gaming arcade project I have attempted, Patil told the Guinness World Records. Hey, Alucard.
Hi, Al.
The machine measures 0.98 inches tall, 6 inches long, and 5.9 inches, or 0.59 inches wide.
Wow.
Wait a minute, 6 inches long? Oh, 0.6 inches long. I read that way wrong. That's the problem. When you're giving out math and you've got in sentences with periods, the point gets confusing. Yeah. He said it first came to him during the
220.
Oh, well, I only have the vape pen. It's only $4.19.
Oh, I'm going by wild stuff, bro.
Thank you.
Good one, Cena.
For the 100 bits.
Fitting.
I now went off early. Oh. It's all gone. Now it's 4:20. I can't do it again. I don't have the lungs.
Lexi was saying, so glad Arizona gets so much sun. We don't need to save any for winter. And, that's going to be the greatest thing is now that we're not doing the daylight savings time, we're going to have so much more storage space year round.
God, I wish we could do that here. Can we please abandon daylight savings time? I built an initial prototype during COVID-19, but it was fairly rudimentary. I also needed to further develop the software side of the project. University and work commitments paused the progress for a while, but in the summer of 2025, I decided to revive the idea and take it forward, he said. Guinness World Records confirmed that the results of Patil's efforts is officially the world's smallest arcade machine.
So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Again, we don't need it, but
it's like,
at least it's interesting.
It's fucking tiny. That is ridiculous. But I mean, way better than he juggled this many he picked up and ate this many hard-boiled eggs with a chopstick. It's fuck off. Or with chopsticks, whatever. Speaking of which, I got to grocery shopping this weekend. I'm gonna get eggs. I'm gonna hard-boil me a bunch of eggs.
Spent a whole lot of money and got very little food in exchange.
I'm sorry.
It was an ouch. Yeah. Yeah.
Move to Arizona. They don't follow daylight savings time. You know what? I worry about heat.
Yeah, heat bothers you. Or too much. Yeah.
So.
See, I thrive.
But you know what?
Heat.
Well, then you know what? Maybe it's worth doing. I can acclimate to certain amount. No, I can acclimate to certain amounts of heat. The problem is heat and humidity combined are what kill.
Yeah, it's the humidity that kill me. Yeah.
Dry heat can also be avoided very easily with this amazing thing called shade.
Well, yeah.
Because then you.
But we got to remember too, Arizona does get hot enough to melt your plastic garbage bins.
Parts of Minnesota get cold enough to take a dump and have it turn completely frozen solid before it hits the ice. So,
yeah.
Going from the frosty asshole to the devil's asshole is a choice, says Scruffy. Yeah, can we land in a solid space that I would guess
I'd
just
go in,
call Eden's taint? Yeah. I don't know what it.
Yes, we're looking for America's taint.
We're going from hole to hole.
Yeah, if anyone in the chat can tell us just where the devil's taint is, just the weather.
Why
where
did you
it's
call
not
it
too hot,
I
not
said
too cold,
Eden's taint. I gave it Garden of Eden. You devil's taint. I don't want to grab the devil's taint. That's a state with weird religious people. Which one? Arizona? Oh. Scruffy, go to Utah.
Oh, Utah. Yeah.
You know what? I'll do some searching about what that looks like. but I don't really want to off the top of my head. But
Utah is beautiful.
It's not bad.
Beautiful. I've got a few friends who live.
It's okay. That's not the issue. It's like Scruffy said, that's a state with weird religious people.
Yeah.
I don't know how they'll feel about my kind with the whole like I refuse to subscribe to your man-made estate of affairs. So yeah, there we go. Close that. But we got like 5 minutes left. How long is this? Oh my God, 2 minutes and 19 seconds. You gave me a 2 minute. There's 2 minutes of this.
Well, it was funny, and you said find me an animal video, and this
Well, I didn't say
I
find
found
me.
yesterday.
I didn't say find me. Let's be clear. I don't order you around.
I found it yesterday.
I said we need an animal video.
Yeah, so I
just
had
put
found
that
this
into the ether
yesterday, and it's cute.
as like here's where I'm building. Like when we build the show together, like you find stuff and you're like, I found this, I found this, I found that. And then while I'm looking, I tell you what I'm looking for, what hour I'm in, and how I want to do the pacing. So that way you might know what you want to look for, what you suggested that fits that. But it's not like it's an order, like you go get it. Like I don't.
Oh no, that's not what I meant.
Okay.
But you said you needed an animal video for today, and I said, yeah, I've got this one that I found yesterday. I don't know how long it is. It's cute though. It's a freaking.
It is very adorable.
Video.
It is well. All right. Anyways. Wild Saffron, finally animal videos. There are some people that really have gotten to dig the animal video thing, which is why I'm like, we always have to at least have animal stories or end on animal videos. And I did have a news story about a determined beaver, but we'll get to that. I think, considering the time, we'll get to that probably tomorrow, because I've got to do the Steel Toe show tomorrow morning, and then this show tomorrow afternoon for me, or tomorrow morning for you. And then after this show tomorrow, you're going to be doing your show tomorrow. So stream all over the place. So be sure to enjoy all that fun content when you want to, where you want to, on any of the Steel Toe Media Network stuff, or the Steel Toe stuff, or me on my stuff, or her on her stuff, or stuff on stuff.
Stuff with things and stuff.
Stuff
and
with
awesome.
Digger's too innocent.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I love her, because she just doesn't seem to like. And that's why I got to capitalize this and put a ring on it before she learns. Like, that's the thing. Anyways, and we're not muted, right? We're not muted. Good. Go. So this is a donkey finding his new favorite toy.
It's from Brian from Wisconsin. Hi. We gotta look at him. Let me pat you first here. And I gotta show you. It's a pig leg parrot. But he put a tattoo on its neck. It's so cute.
The donkey's got a following, and people send it toys.
He probably
and he gets so happy.
He probably has a giant following on the internet. This is why, like,
Yep.
It's just not fair, man. I don't need a big following. I just don't want to worry about making my tiny little pittance. That's it. I just entertain people, have a fun time. I have a great audience. I love it. It'd be a little bit bigger, be great, sure. But there's like, oh, what is it? Oh, he's just a donkey who has a great time. It's like, God damn it.
Well, to be fair, I don't know how much it would help you to have people start sending you toys.
I don't want them to send me toys. I'm just. All right, for a second, I thought that said puberty at the bottom here.
No, pubbity.
Pubbity, right?
Pubbity.
For a minute
I know,
there,
I
and
thought that.
Wait a minute, what? Wait a minute, what?
I did that too when I first saw it.
What's a grandma in there?
What the? What the fuck is he trying to do to this thing? Does he do this? Do they all get him? Are they all like? Now I have questions. Like, are they all squeak toys? Is this happening?
You can see them on the ground in the background of
Yeah,
the video
I saw two of them. I saw 2 or 3 other things. And the question to me was, are they all squeak toys? Like, this is a thing.
I'm assuming.
What else do they do with this donkey? Does he just lose his mind? Like, the head up and down thing is driving me nuts with the squeaking. It's...
I love it when he's making noise with the squeaking.
He's kicking himself in the face with this thing.
Yeah, he's just thrilled with it. Wild and Labby have got a good point. You've got to videotape Al with the dog. You've got to videotape it with the sound of him while he's going at it at the dog. He will go viral in an instant. I mean, it's the only reason I ever watched your show in the first place. Is because someone told me that there's this dude who streams and his cat likes to fuck a stuffed dog while he's on air. And I said, that can't possibly be true. And they said, yeah, but it is. Come watch. If not for Al, I never would have known this existed.
Fair enough. Oh, my existence to the cat. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll find a good angle to film the cat plowing the dog. And then we'll just we'll post that on my Twitter. Digger, we recorded in 2026, not videotape.
Oh, well, record. We need to record.
Oh.
Showing my age, damn it, Lexi. Thanks for pointing it out.
Whatever, we're over our time, and this guy's got a couple minutes of donkey loving fun.
You're making me.
You asked how we could need 2 whole minutes of this.
Well, there we go. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. You'll be live with us tomorrow, and then back tomorrow evening. I'll be back tomorrow morning on Aaron's show on Steel Toe Media on YouTube and Rumble. I'm gonna get out of here. We've been Johnny. She's been Digger. You've been an audience.
Bye.
Oh boy, it's been fun. Thank you so much for all the support. I love you, beautiful people. Be safe. Be well. See you tomorrow.
Shut up and sleep with me. Come on, why won't you sleep with me? Shut up and sleep with me.
Clip it.